take it back. We should ground.
Woo! Hey, how you doing?
I'm so sorry to all our headphone users.
We're all in overalls.
Stop using headphones and just learn to read lips. I don't know what to
No,
say.
it's for the podcast. Play it on speaker.
Play it on speaker, full volume,
On
as
the
much
volume.
bass as
Full
possible.
volume.
Yeah, just up the bass.
Oh, can we get our people names?
Do we have
People names.
People names.
Human names.
Real human
Human.
names.
Oh,
I
what
am
up?
Human.
I
I
love
am
being shy, but
the
real
fictional
human names.
character, Janice Vessels.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I've got something really excited right here that I really want to bring out on the table, so I'm going to get through these announcements really, really quick, and then we're going to go there. So, first, I'm going to acknowledge that we are streaming tonight from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Samiamu, Kwantlen, Sawasan, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters play in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to live, work, and most ultimately play on these lands tonight. A big thank you to our sponsors and partners. We're proud to do this partnership campaign with QuestKeep. They're great. We love them. You can also find all of the Blackwater content, everything that you want, including all of Campaign 2 in its entirety over on the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page. Campaign 2 episodes post on Fridays at noon. And our podcast drops every Monday from the previous week. And we'll talk about Patreon in a moment, but generally if there's stuff coming out on Patreon, it comes out on either Wednesdays or Fridays, depending on what it is. I want to give a huge thank you to our wonderful Techwater team member, Moise, holding down the fort tonight. Woo! We love you, Moise. Chantel couldn't be with us tonight, but they will be back with us next week. So we love them very, very much. I also want to say thank you to a wonderful dear friend of the show, our wonderful friend Gina Susanna. Made me a brand new set of dice for my birthday for Shy. So I will be rolling with them for the first time tonight. And Gina is starting to make dice. So you can go check out her stuff over at Everheart Dice on Instagram. And we'll put the link I'll drop it in the chat right now. Future me will do that. And I'll also post pictures on her Instagram. She made like the beautiful, like they're cloudy blue with like copper in them. They're so pretty. I'm gonna roll with them tonight. Gina, I love you. Thank you. So go check out Everheart Dice. She's not taking commissions or selling yet, but she will be soon. So you can go check that out. Some very brief programming and updates. Episode 58 dropped on the podcast today, as we are episode 59 tonight. And we have a Patreon. Jess, do you want to very briefly tell us about what Patreon is?
Absolutely. Patreon's a place where you can go and support us and what we do and the stuff we make. And in return for doing so, you get to access exclusive content. So every time we finish recording one of these episodes, we take like a 2-second bathroom break, a little bit longer than that. Everyone takes a little bit longer than 2 seconds to pee. And then we...
21 seconds on average.
Not me.
I didn't even make that up.
And
I
then
know that.
we
About yourself?
record Chat
About
Water,
all of us.
which is about 30 minutes of us debriefing what happened in the episode and talking about just TTRPGs, D&D in general, all sorts of fun stuff. It's really cool. We sometimes go very off topic. It's always great. And then that drops on Wednesday on Patreon. You can support us at our free tier, or if you'd like to contribute and support us financially, we would love that too. And then you get to access more content, including Godkiller Arcs 2 and 3 and the finale and everything. Super excited. Oh, last Patreon thing, I'll just say it this once and then this will be the last time I say add all this extra detail, is there's now, for those of you who like to listen audio style, there's now a Patreon podcast feed you can subscribe to. If you want to be able to access Chat Waters in a podcast feed as well, and access all of the Godkiller stuff in a podcast feed if you like listening to it in an app that isn't the Patreon app. So
The
that's
Patreon app isn't too bad
No.
for it. It's actually quite nice.
It's great.
There.
But if you're a podcast nut and you like everything in Pocket Casts or Apple Podcasts or whatever, you can go ham.
Also, Jess set that up. Thanks, Jess. That's the best.
Thanks, Jess.
Hey, anytime. That's why I'm here.
I love when we neg Patreon. Continue.
Speaking of something new that dropped on Patreon, for the last 2 episodes, we have created a brand new show on the fly called The Green Room. So that's what happens, basically. It's a little audio snippets of what happens when Tim kicks a portion of us out of the room. We go into our green room, we press play, and that's what comes out. There was a 7-minute one from last week, and a 28-minute one from the week before, which was all of the in and outs I edited all together. So I can't promise that those will be frequent, but it is now now something that will be there, something we're going to try and continually do for our Patreon members at the Knucklebone tier and above. That's where all the good stuff is the Knucklebone tier and above. And for patrons out there, please make sure you link your Discords to Patreon. We want to hang out with you in Patreon. We have a Patreon exclusive Discord chat. It's super fun, and we post stuff early in there before it drops everywhere else. Speaking of Patreon, holy bananas, Godkiller Oblivion. It's so great. It's up there on Patreon in its entirety, ready for you to binge. An award-winning podcast featuring myself and Yanis and Christian Navarro, which just is such a beautiful podcast. I talk about it all the time still. And season 2 is very much underway, recording episodes weekly now, which is really cool. It's really nice to step back into a creative space with that. And gotta tell you, editing the first episode, my cry count during the recording was 3, and the cry count during the editing has been 4. So that's nice. That's good. We're all off to a good start. We're all fine. So you can stay tuned to our socials for more about that. Also, something very exciting coming up. Blackwater is going to be at Gen Con. It is the next big con, and I think we're almost all of us are going. It's really exciting. It was just me last year, but it'll be the whole crew rolling up this year. And we have not 1, but 7 things that we are doing.
Surely not more than 5.
It's not more than 5.
Not 6.
We submitted things thinking that not all of them would get
Even
accepted.
Though, to be fair, you said that would happen.
I did say that would happen.
We were warned not to do this.
And
I don't know why you're
anyway.
talking like it's a bad thing,
Yeah, this
team.
is
I'm
fine.
fucking stoked.
It's going to be great. There's also a lot of us, so you won't
For
see
more than
all of
5,
us
but
on
less than
every
9.
panel. So a lot of us will be roving around the con. Some of us will be working. Some of us will be doing a bunch of stuff there. 2 of our main actual play shows will be the Con Shot, which is using Tim's The Royale system, which is where we pull off a heist in an hour. So originally, when we submitted stuff for Gen Con, Adam and I was like, yeah, we'll do 2 hours for the Con Shot. And then we had it as 1 hour at ECCC, and we have bumped the time down to an hour. We took a smaller spot because we wanted to make sure that we could do it in an
Quick
hour.
and dirty.
Quick and
That's
dirty.
how that
In and out.
is a smash and grab.
It was so fun.
So quick, so dirty.
So dirty. We also have DM Roulette. We are very, very excited to have a very big haul for DM Roulette. Tickets are on sale for these right now, so you can head on over. Links are in our highlights on Instagram, and I'll post the link for our stuff in the chat. You can just type !GenCon, and you should be able to find links to all the Blackwater D&D stuff. Also, for our panels, we have 5 of them. Total Party Kissing, which talks about romance in TTRPGs. We have Shoot Your Monks, which is ways as DMs and players to ways for DMs to help make your players feel cool with the mechanical builds that they have. We have We Are Live, which is how to take your home game to the mainstream, whether you want to start streaming or podcasting. Rolling a Con Save, which is a workshop with myself, Gina Susanna, Katie Asaurus, and Alicia Figulio from Geek Therapeutics on creator content fatigue and burnout. So how to manage that. It's like for content creators, specifically for people who are in the actual play space. So if you want to come help manage that, you got like 4 mental health professionals here to give you actual take-home tools. There will be pamphlets for you to take home. So please come hang out with us for that one. And then our final one is something we're bringing back from PAX East, which is Wearing the Mask, which is our panel on toxic masculinity in the TTRPG space. We have a full panel. I think most of the folks from PAX East are coming back, which is going to be really great. Might see a couple other folks on the panel as well. We're super, super stoked to bring that one to you. So stay tuned to our socials for all the details. Now comes the really fun thing. So,
fuck yeah.
We have had a member of our community who has been with us for a really long time. Their handle on Discord is Gamer1300. He reached out to me, I would say about a year ago, and said, hey, can I send you guys something? And I said, absolutely. And so I heard nothing for a little while, and then I just got pictures of some of the most beautiful stuff I've ever seen. And Jesse, thank you. We haven't even opened what's in this box yet. I am thrilled. I'm over the moon about it. Jesse is a professional woodworker and has created some beautiful, beautiful things for us. They arrived at my house.
I wanted to open it so bad.
And I told him he couldn't this week. Jesse, I'm going to read your note here just because I think you're just the sweetest thing. So it says, Dear Blackwater D&D, thank you for giving me the opportunity to make you each a special gift. Now keep in mind, they're handmade, so they're going to be all different in different sizes. I do hope you all enjoy them. Thank you so much for everything, Jesse. Jesse, thank you. You're the fucking best, man. I'm so excited. So, I'm not gonna lie, this is a big box.
Whoa. Holy shit. Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa,
so there's
whoa,
a bunch
whoa,
of stuff
whoa.
in here.
What's going on in there?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hey now.
So,
Hey now.
Shit, there's an alligator in there.
there's an alligator in here. There's so much stuff. There's dice boxes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, Sean, that one is for you.
Oh.
I got some new terrain too.
Janice.
Oh, can I start?
Cardboard
Can I
and
start opening? Can I start opening?
Yeah, Tim.
Can I start opening?
Woo!
Is it yes? I can open?
Yes, you can. Adam.
Chris-
Oh my gosh!
Look at that! Oh, that's so.
So they're all
Corson oak, green stain.
they're all made of quarter sawn oak. Jesse made all of these by hand. What else?
Oh my goodness.
Later old box.
Oh, this is for Cody.
Hey,
Cody, this one I want to open it, but I also don't because I want to show
It's
people.
for Cody.
It's a book. So it's the dice box that's a book.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Okay, we got a ooh and ah over here.
I think it's in there.
We gotta have a once
Yes,
again
that
quarter sawn oak red stain removable divider. This is actually great because everyone is upset at me that I have been
Also, Tim, this
free
is for you.
range.
Tim, open yours. Tim, open
Okay,
yours.
okay,
This-
okay. I can open my tray first. I can transfer all my dice. Oh. Oh.
That's
yours is
so
intimidating.
nice.
Yeah, as it should be. As it
Yeah.
should be.
Oh my goodness!
Dice boxes as well. Jesse, these
And
are
here's the
stunning.
divider.
Oh.
They're stunning. Oh my gosh.
Yellow heart with removable divider.
The dividers with the box.
So satisfying. Just
Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh.
That would have been work.
magnets?
Oh my god.
Or is it just? Oh,
It's just a perfect fit.
perfect fit.
It's beautiful.
Oh gosh, I love that. Hey.
Gosh, that is. Whoa, yeah. Good. The color
Oh,
does come
matchy
across.
match.
That's so stunning.
Look how
Holy bananas,
lovely
look at
and
that.
red that is.
Look at that teal.
So cool.
Oh!
That's a beautiful stain.
Oh
Can
my
I transfer all
gosh.
my dice?
I'm thrilled. Jesse, these are
Oh,
incredible.
they snug.
Thank
It's like
you
a
so
perfect
much.
fit.
Ah, look at this dice tray.
Shit, this is fucking sick.
Oh,
Pardon
this
my
is a
French.
tower.
That's a dice
it's a
tower.
It's a tower.
We got a tower.
We
We got a tower.
We got a tower.
It fits on the corner of your box
Yeah.
as well.
You put fucking dice? That's what the divider's there for. Team, I figured it out. That's what the
Also,
divider's there for.
I'm also gonna
Dang.
open. So Adam has a set over here as well, as does Cody. This is also Jesse's included a couple in here for giveaways. So we're gonna be doing some giveaways
Whoa,
tonight.
okay.
So this.
It fit like that. It's like there's a little divot, so it sits flat.
Ah! Tim, can you maybe put it on
Thoughtful
the?
design.
Can you
It's
put
about
it on the
everything.
table so
Thoughtful
people-
design.
Look at that. That's so beautiful. Holy shoot.
That's so
Can
cool.
we get? Can we
Okay,
get?
they're rolling bad so far,
Tim,
but I
move
won't
it
hold
up.
that against Jesse.
Tim,
Okay.
move it up so that.
Oh, wait, we got it. Moy's got
There we
us.
go.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Oh, that's good.
It's a work of art.
Those
There
are
it is.
stunning.
Oh,
Okay,
the sound too.
and there I saw the inside that Jesse was making it. It kind of goes in a zigzag pattern down the inside, so it's more random rather than just it dropping straight down. This is a butternut wood with a rubber base for giveaways, so we'll be doing these at the break. So there's three. Holy shoot. This is a lace wood.
Whoa!
that's
the lace was
stunning.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
How do I enter the giveaway?
Look at this. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty with rubber on the bottom.
Give that one away to Yanis.
Yeah! I win!
And then, oh my gosh, we also have Purple Heart here as well.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I just wanna. I don't know if you can get the audio on this, but just listen. Just listen.
Oh, so nice.
What a nice.
Jesse, this is so incredibly generous and thoughtful. These will be mainstays at our table. Thank you so much. I'm over the moon.
Is there a word for like roll feel? Because like,
You just made it.
We have mouthfeel.
yeah, we got
Mouthfeel.
mouthfeel. What's the roll feel?
Except the mouth is a box.
It's like I'm rolling directly into my own mouth.
Is it
the
box feel?
feeling. That
And the boxes are like, they've got some weight to them. They're like, the rubber on the bottom is really nice. I usually see like leather or fabric. I haven't seen rubber on the bottom
It's really
before.
nice rubber.
It's really nice. Jesse, thank you.
That lid fits so satisfying.
So snug.
Reminds me.
Jesse is a
Sound.
professional woodworker. If you want to come yell
wanna
in our
come.
Discord to our wonderful friend Jesse about all of this stuff, come join our Discord, and I'm sure he'll be able to post a bunch of other stuff. He sent me so many wonderful things, pictures of things. This is so kind. Thank you so much, Jesse. Oh my God, I'm so excited to roll my first roll in this tonight. So, that's what we've got for this evening. Grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts and your best friends. Whether you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. It's through community that we can make amazing things happen. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We hope you feel super, super welcome at our table. Moise, roll the clip, roll the clip, roll the clip. Roll.
All right. So, for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Best Wishes
That's us.
finally decided to let Yathira go and push ahead, using divination to find themselves in the swamp surrounding the Wayla tree, and they were confronted by Renzo the Swamp King. Meanwhile, Thistle used his Charm of the Moon to hallow the ground around the heart, taking him into an elemental battle inside the heart itself, where his lightning form went up against a venomous avatar of Yadira and Bullock. Thistle managed to hallow the ground, which triggered the heart to transport itself and the rest of the party into the Feywild and the remnants of the Bristlecone. It was here they were able to finally rest and regroup before traveling to Hop's Gulch with the aim of returning to the material plane. However, they received a disturbing sending message when it was discovered that quite some time had passed on the material plane, and that the Cardic Gemini was merely months away, and alarmingly, Keshawara had been invaded by the Kaisar in their search for best wishes.
What are they searching for us for? What did
They're
they do?
specifically searching for shy.
You know what? Don't put that on my shoulders, okay, pal? Thank you. You motherfucker.
They're after you because you fucking made the queen kill her
The
best
princess.
friend.
The princess.
That's crazy. We can't believe that. No, that's rumors.
So we're in Hopskull.
And we just
You
had our
are
long
in
rest.
Hop. Yes, you've had your long rest. You are in Hop's Gulch. You used you used your hearth call, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Flame walk.
Flame walk
Cool.
to arrive into the brewery and the Great Hall.
And I had just sent back to Oftish. I would relay everything that would happen. We have to go. We have to get back to the material plane right now.
All right.
How do we do that from here? Where do
Where are we trying to get to?
we have to figure out what's happened? I gotta call my brother.
Yeah, I gotta make some calls.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but your ability to call people works better when we're on the same plane, correct?
Yeah.
So first things first is we should get back to
Well,
the
aren't we
mission.
kind of already on the same plane? We're like half in a
kinda-
plane.
You're in a demi-plane.
Yeah, let me try. What do you want to say to Oftish? I mean, Adri.
Fish. It's fins.
Well, you're not sending right now. You just give me the gist and I'll...
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm beside myself right now. You need to give me a minute. I'm sorry. It's been so long. We were stuck. I miss you. Are you okay? Where are you? What's happened since I've been gone?
Cool, got it. Absolutely. Here we go. Sending to Adri. Just escaped from being trapped in Feywild. Sorry we've been gone. Your sister loves you and misses you. Where are you? Are you okay? Mrs. Wishes.
Hi, Mark. I'm great. Moss and I are going to change the world. Tell Shy I love her. And she'll understand soon enough. Best wishes.
There you are.
Where is he?
All right.
Please. Either that or we scry on him. It's useless to scry on Moss. I know we can't do that now. But I don't know if he'll say. But you can try. I don't know.
Fucking rad, mate. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Where are you? Can we help? We love saving the world. Fuck yeah. Where are you? Best wishes.
Moss and I are working on something. He's advised me not to tell you. But we're safe.
Come on, buddy.
And there's no one around for miles. It's kind of a ghost town.
Yeah, bit cryptic, but
No, I know where they are.
Oh.
They're on Galayan. They're on the other side. If they say it's like a ghost town, remember when we saw them in the boat? They were going towards the island with the volcano on it. The other side of the island is completely wiped out. There's nobody there. Moss was going to take him there to show him where he learned how to do magic.
Okay.
So if there's there, that's where they are.
Yes, where Valentine was from.
Where Valentine was from originally, yeah. And the Bloodwood is on the other side, so it makes sense that with the Cleric Gemini and that having to be where all the concentration of all the ley lines is, that's where they are.
Okay.
They have to be close by.
So he's
Happens.
safe. He's safe, which is good.
What does he mean he's going to change the world? What is
Well,
Moss going to use him for?
I have some ideas about that, but
I'm going to kill
we need
Moss.
to. The thing is, we have to remember, is time doesn't flow as quickly as it does in the Feywild, but time is still flowing quicker here than on the mission.
We got to go back now.
We have to get back.
Okay.
But we have to figure out where we want to get back to.
I have to call my parents first.
Yes.
Yeah.
So please.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sending and try to call Yuri's father.
Okay.
Update. We were set back a while in another plane. Are you still okay and in the same place?
Not okay, I would say, but alive. You disappeared again. I've been moved to Scorna, harvesting flowers. If you are going to come, actually do it.
He's alive.
No, it's good.
Scorna.
And
Oh,
your mother.
Glor.
Yeah. I'll call her next.
Okay.
And you haven't spoken to her yet, have you?
No.
Take a breath before you do, Mary. If he hasn't seen her either, then we don't know what state she's in.
Okay. stills herself for a moment and one more call. Hello, it's me. I spoke to Theodore and intend to rescue him as soon as possible. Are you safe? And if so or not, where?
Hello, dear. I'm safe and happy. Working for Enoch Murnau. No need to come get me. Glad to hear your father is safe.
Can I pick anything up from that tone?
You can make an insight check.
Yes, please, and thank you.
First roll in the new tray.
Ooh, first roll in the new tray. It's a natural one.
It's good, but to be fair, you gotta take the post-it note out.
Yeah.
It's not cocked. It's very clearly a natural
No,
one.
I just mean it messes with the ability for the dice to roll.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
You
It's a shapes thing.
are like
Been too long, right?
classic fucking mom. So cryptic. What do you mean? So unclear. Deeply unclear as to what's going on.
Great. I'm gonna burn another slot to say.
Whoa.
Great. Glad you're well.
You hear back. Oh, sorry, sir. I won't speak again. Sorry. That's just silence.
We know above board. Do we know that that Enoch Murnau is Cain? Do
No.
we know that?
You don't know?
Do we know, like, as
Also,
as
do
people?
you know that Enoch Murnau is Cain?
I mean,
That's not the name of the company.
the KT Murnau.
Yeah, it's the KT Murnau.
Cain Tarark, Tim.
Yeah, Enoch. You don't know.
Anyway.
Enoch.
History check.
This is a new Murnau.
He's alive, so I think Dad.
Did you make this
Already.
check?
Yeah, I got was 4.
No,
Yeah.
before you're like.
It could be that she was not in a place where she could express her unhappiness with her
Yeah,
situation.
she's never really been in that place, so.
No, but I mean physically this time, not emotionally.
But she's never been emotionally in that place either.
No.
All right, well, doesn't mean that she doesn't need
So-
our help.
She's-
Did she say where she was?
She's working for Enoch Murnau.
But not a city or a location.
She said.
She didn't say a place.
Didn't say a
She
place.
just said working
Yeah.
for Enoch Murnau.
And was Latour the person that's in that you're in debt to? Is he working for the Murnaus? Is this all connected in some way?
I know that they are, right? Yeah. Yes.
How much are you in debt? What would it require to settle this debt?
Mary said whatever a bridge costs.
Yeah.
I don't know what a bridge costs.
I don't know what a bridge costs, but
But I mean, surely they paid you for the bridge.
I mean it was kind of a series of trades that would not have gone well for them.
Oh, all right.
So
So not possible to put a dollar value on it.
certainly more than we've had, except for maybe that time there was a whole bunch of gold that showed up.
Do you feel like the punishment or the thing that has been exacted from your parents is a show of force to get you to pay that back, or is it just a punishment to you?
It depends on whether they believe I'm dead. If they do, then, which I don't see why they wouldn't, then it's just being shitty.
It might be, trying to send a message. You couldn't. They couldn't get you to pay it back, but you know they do dealings with other people, and
Yeah.
They'll make your parents work it off. And
Yeah.
it'll never work off.
And then the next person who's thinking about doing what I did
Right.
won't.
I will be honest. If they were trying to use them as a hostage to extort the money out of you, then they would have made some sort of attempt to contact you. But I think
That's true.
they truly believe you are dead, and they are just trying to get some sort of recompense. Now, I am more than happy to travel to Claw and attempt to rescue your parents. But if a year has gone by and they are still in the same situation, it doesn't make me believe that any harm will come to them if we wait before we attempt to rescue them. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't go. I'm, like I said, more than happy
Also,
to pursue them, but it might be worth visiting Felenis first and getting a good lay of the land
Yeah.
before.
building off what you're saying, Thistle, I don't know much about vampires, but I have seen a ton from the inside of an organizational structure. If your parents are working for this organization, there are going to be levels upon levels upon levels, and they are not going to be the only ones there, especially if your mama is working in this Enoch Murnau's house. There are going to be so many things that we will jump through, and we will do it. But I think we need to know a bit more first before we just go in, fists ready to punch. We're going to have to be quick, and it's not going to be what we went up against in Yorin strikes me as child's play as to what we'll see with this organization in Claw.
Okay. Well, this is important, but I think Thistle's right. It doesn't seem like it's rapidly evolving as
Okay.
a situation. So maybe we get our wits about us first.
We get on the material plane. We find someone who can give us a good lay of the land. Good lay of the land. You said that the Dathians have invaded.
Yes. They've taken Keshuera looking for us.
But they didn't know about Keshuera. They knew us, but the connection to Keshuera.
The Tritons.
You don't think Whisper got caught, do you? He went back into Dathia. As far as I know, he might have been the only one who was able to tie us.
But the princess, her retinue saw us travel over the water, and that's where they lost us. So they knew we were going in that direction. Maybe they just took Keshuera for sport.
But they only identified Mark. They never saw you.
But they saw us going that way.
What? Did they see me?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe maybe we should reach out to Whisper.
I think we should call Whisper.
If he's been made,
We gotta make sure he's safe, at least. Maybe he's got something we should know. Should we call him?
I think we should.
Do you want to call him?
Sure.
Logistically, Yanis has to call him, but from that phone.
Why?
Because Christian has your number.
It's your number 2.
I know. Well, we could do it from my phone. Oh, we're gonna call Christian. We're gonna call Christian right now.
Sweet.
Okay.
5 words.
25 words.
What do we want to say?
25
That's-
words.
25
For your
words.
character to figure out.
25 words. That's 3 already.
Or less.
Or less. That's 5. So just
I'm gonna press go on a voice record. You ready?
Oh shit! We're gonna just do a voice record.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
do a
we're
voice
doing
record.
ascending.
We're doing ascending.
Sending.
Yeah, we're
not
fucking
a
doing it.
phone.
Hold on. Okay. So what we need to find out what happened in Keshuera.
We've heard
If he's okay.
Keshuera has been invaded.
Yes.
Any information would be helpful. Are you safe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you?
Where are you? Best wishes. I don't know.
Sure.
Also, I like this side of the table. I've never been on this side.
It's fun. This side of the
I'll
table
keep this
fucking
side to
rocks.
myself.
It's all yours.
Okay.
Primo real estate.
Okay,
Here
you
we go.
ready? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
It's just actual sending.
literally just telling him a voice note's incoming.
Lost a year in Feywild. Heard Keshuera invaded. Are you safe? And where are you? Any information would help us.
I'm gonna play it back, make sure it went through okay.
Lost
It's working.
a year.
Okay.
Send.
It's working.
It's sent.
Lost.
So we will get it back when we get it back.
That's the most high stakes feeling
That's
sending.
the most
That
high
was
stakes
good.
sending I've ever
It's the
sent.
real sending. That's how sending feels.
That's how sending
Yeah,
works.
do it.
We did it.
Just a voice note.
Just a voice.
Send it out and you hope that you get one back.
So we will
Aren't
wait.
they as annoying as voice notes?
I
When they're
love
long
a
and
voice note.
rambling.
I'm a voice
But
note
it's
person.
only 25 words, so it's
And
only
there's
when the
red
pauses
receipts.
between
There's-
words are
It's
too
true.
long.
My this is a slight anecdote, but my partner's mom sends the most delightful voice messages that are as if she's doing text to speech or speech to text, but it's just an actual audio, and so they sound like sendings, and it's delightful.
Okay, we should make an app. You know how like that Be Real app was the thing where you like,
Yes.
had to take a photo to
TM,
send time.
TM,
So
TM.
the app would be, it's called Sending. There's an AI built into it that counts the words. You only get 25. The moment you listen to it, immediately after it starts recording. So you can't.
Oh, so there's no time to
So
Right.
you know how like
Okay.
sometimes when you send, someone's
Yeah,
having a
it's a good idea.
conversation and it counts those words. So if you open it and you listen to it and then you're like, oh no, it's a message from someone else. That all gets put into the reply, and you only get 25.
The message has been received.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And it's in process, and we can continue going until it comes
All right,
back.
well, we should attempt to get back to the material plane. Now, I had an idea.
Okay.
The hopscotch moves around the Asil. We are hoping to get to the Temple of Felenus.
Oh,
That's it.
claw?
Well, I feel like we should possibly see Aftish first if Miri's parents aren't a pressing issue.
She'll also have more information and take
All
up
right,
something
all
else about
And then from there,
the
we
stuff
can
with
get
Halora.
Okay,
So,
Felenus, claw.
the northeastern corner of the Asil is right before you would go through to Temple Felenus.
I remember on the map. It's like the Temple Felenus is here, and the top. It's just
Yeah,
here, right?
yeah,
Right by
over the Bakir range. Yeah.
It's like in the middle of it. It's a little ways from the big.
It's like a
It's about a week and a half journey from the pass.
yeah, a little bit quicker if we were to hoof it, right? Just under a week
from where?
from the very top edge of the Yasil to Temple Felenus.
You'd have to get through the mountain pass and then
That's
across
where
the
Passkeeper
desert. So
lives.
Passkeeper Dunt.
It would probably take you a couple weeks if you hoof it.
Well, what if we get to where is Adru's school? What city was that in again?
In Tywin. the
We could
Van
also
Tywin.
get to the forest near Tywin. We're familiar with Tywin. It has been a home base for us in a sort.
If we find someone in Tywin, the other thing would be if we can get a scroll of teleportation, but Phyllis told us how hard those are to get, and I don't think we could afford one.
But
We need
they
to
might.
apply for a party license. We do have a name now.
We
But-
do. We
but-
filled out the documentation. I have it, but that's
But-
secondary right now.
There is a teleportation circle at Temple Felenus, and we could possibly get someone who knows how to get there. There was a place we went to, right? That had there was like a place where they would teleport you for money to other places.
Yeah, I think there was a Triboli way station.
Yeah.
So
In Tywin?
Yes, so we could take that to Felenus. So
Triboli.
if we could get to Tywin,
Do I recall any forests near Tywin?
It's the Yasil. The Yasil comes almost all the way to the edges
Perfect.
of like
So-
it's like maybe a day.
we could attempt to exit Hopscotch to the southernmost part of the Asil, which would put us but a couple of days from Tywin.
Because that's where we left. That's where we
Yes,
found
that's when
those.
we came up to find the box.
Yeah, that's right. And we met that
What if we go to our favorite hag's place?
Cycler.
Yes, lovely to
That's
see
3
her.
days in.
It'd be worth it to see her.
Do we
Now,
need to get
We need to move.
to the Vitoma?
We need to get to Taywin to use the way station
Honestly,
to get to Falaris.
it wouldn't. If we could get to Taywin, I would like to speak to someone at the Baitoma about last time my brother was actually on school grounds.
I think I could get us there
From here.
directly, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the sending went through no problem, so I think we're enough on the material plane. Let me think about it. I mean, you don't want to try it?
I'm
to
down
get
to
from
try.
here to the material plane, how would you get us to the Vaitoma, Mark?
I don't know, it's fuzzy, but but we're like, yes,
I
Vitoma
trust
would
him.
be ideal.
Vitoma.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to speak to someone who, if Moss has been taking Andrew out of his studies, that goes against what I signed up for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hey,
You do know that you have to be on the same plane of existence for teleportation. Mm-hmm. What you're
so we're not quite.
not quite. It's a demi-plane.
It's
It
good
is-
enough for sending, but all right.
Yeah, it's a low percentage for sending.
Okay,
so
well, as
far.
long as
Haven't
you
had
get us
any-
out of.
I can get
And
this.
we get something back from Whisper.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god.
It's amazing in real time. Like that's how long sending takes. Like it doesn't just come back right away.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I am covered in boils, though.
Yeah, you're quite boily. And Husker is like,
I am glad you are alive. Kaisar killed the king. Open rebellion. I am safe for now. New friends. Laying plans for rebels. With Tacita now. How's Shar?
With who?
Tacita.
Okay, I'm gonna play it one more time closer to the mic to make sure everybody hears it. Oh my god, this is amazing. It sounds like he's outside. I love it so much.
Cool.
I am glad you are alive. Kaisar killed the king. Open rebellion. I am safe for now. New friends. Laying plans for rebels. With Tacita now. How's Shar?
Who's Tacita?
Who's Tacita? Do we want to send him
Do
again?
we like Tacita? Do we hate Tacita?
We don't know.
You can make a history check.
Oh boy.
See how much you know. about
Would
the kingdom of Dathia.
Esper would give you
9.
advantage on that with the help
Yeah,
action because he
Yes, Esper would.
12.
with
I don't listen when people
12.
talk.
With a 12, you, as part of your schooling, you would have learned.
People would have said things at me.
Yeah, would have said things at you in very general, sort of like the major houses of Dathia.
Uh-huh.
And because this was one of the like in the kind of upper caste, you know that there's 3 castes in Dathia, and the upper caste at the moment is the Gem Dragons.
Oh god.
And you would know, like, the name Tacita does ring a faint bell. You know she's the head of the Amethyst Dragon family.
Amethyst dragons.
Amethyst dragons.
They am
Because
dragon.
Esper was talking about.
The Venom family.
Venom.
We know that Esper's been talking about. He was telling us about how some of the families have invoked their Ember right, which means that they're calling upon dragons to help fight for them.
Cool.
Because there was one, the red one was
Violembor.
Violembor, and that was it, right? That was the only one he told us about.
Yep.
That's the only one that had
That was
been
the
invoked.
first. They were the first to declare.
Kaisar
yeah,
called
to
first.
invoke their Ember rights.
So the Kaisar killed the king.
They killed the king. Well, I'm assuming that the younger Kaisar. Oh no, all the Kaisar just killed because it was a crystal dragon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was King Irax. He was crystal, but he was a part of the Emerald family. He was like he was sort of, he had unusual. It was unusual for the family. They saw it as a great omen, but he was born with crystal scales as opposed to emerald scales.
Tim's been down a deep Dathian lore hole this
Gee, there's a lot, guys. It's fleshed out.
Tim and I talked very briefly about setting a Game of Thrones-esque campaign for Dathia. All the dragon's words.
In this world.
Okay.
Is there anything else? He asked how Char was. Do we want to send back to him?
It's so rude asking a question at the end of the sending.
Bad form.
there,
Bad
get
form.
It's so rude.
I could send back.
What you'd say is like Miss Char, and then you hope that they send back, but you don't actually ask a question.
Is there anything else we want to?
I will
Is there
while
anything
while
you want to update him with?
while Miri's sending, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on.
Okay.
Oh bless.
The boils fade.
That's the fucking best.
You're so
Oh
handsome
my
again.
god! I just rubbed my face on things.
Oh no, you were
Sure.
gonna cast it.
What's that?
Okay.
I have to. I didn't.
It's okay.
I'm not prepared.
busy.
Shara's
She's good.
good now.
Char
Yeah.
is right there.
Yeah, doing.
I'm gonna awaken her in a couple days. Don't worry about it.
She's good.
What do I?
Did I say that in my outside
What do I
voice?
tell him?
Tell him that she's good. Tell him that she's. I mean, she's younger than she was. Right?
I wouldn't add that. I wouldn't
But
add
we
that.
could-
That's
we
gonna
tell
be
him
about
that.
another
Either
question.
We
don't
tell
say
him that
anything
in
or
person. No, I
explain
don't.
it.
I don't think we say anything till we see him.
Okay,
Just tell her
she's
she's
great
being
then.
a good girl. She's being a very good girl.
Char's being a great girl. Any other recent events might be useful. We've been out of the game a year. Love the dog. Please tell us more about this rebellion.
Maybe tell us more about the rebellion. Anything you know. Can we help?
Yeah.
Anything about Kishuera. And that
yeah.
Char's a good girl.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that last part.
And how Sprig.
No, don't. Wait, no,
But
he will
can
be able to
reply.
answer that.
He
Yes.
can reply.
He can
Yeah.
reply. He can
Okay,
reply.
good.
Okay.
You.
Here we go. Ready?
Char's a very good girl. How's Sprig? Is there any more information you can give us about Kishuera, the rebellion, or how we can help? Best wishes. Talk soon.
Nice.
I love
You
casting
get bonus
setting
points if you
like
hit
this.
all 25.
All right, so
it feels like.
I feel like we should attempt to get to the southern edge of the Asir.
Yep.
All right, anyone want to give me a hand?
Oi,
Is
bruv.
this a Oi, bruv, yeah.
Five.
We will
Those
all.
fingers.
Oh, yeah. Adam is off working tonight. We thank him. He's working. What we do some other stuff on the side as Blackwater, doing some tech production. So Adam's off doing that tonight. Thanks, Adam, for helming the ship at home. We adore you.
Don't worry, there won't be any dragons.
There's
We're
already
literally
so
talking
many
about
dragons
dragons.
here.
now.
You're like, you've written the fucking Dance of Dragons and we're uncovering it.
have.
All right, so we're going. I'm gonna do a survival check.
We
to
did.
see.
We did think to
Literally.
call it House of the Dragon, but that's copyrighted for sure.
TM.
Houses of the Dragons.
21.
Woo!
21. So you work with Esper as you look out into this
Bruh.
forest. You see as Esper stands with you, you start to see sort of an ethereal version of the forest as well, almost as if you can see the two kind of blending at once as he sort of points things out, and you watch it kind of come to life as a path starts to make itself visible through the trees, and you can see in the distance where the tree line breaks into an open field.
All right, everybody, follow my lead, and this should take us to the southern tip of the Asir.
Just as we're going, I look to Brea. Thank you for your hospitality. I'm sorry that we have to blow through. You have.
It's all right.
I'm appreciative of everything you've done for us, and I'm sorry we're so frazzled. We have lost a lot of time.
It's all right. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye, Husker.
Oh, do you want some help with those boils?
No boils.
Oh.
You did it.
All right. Kiss for the road.
No, thank you.
As you take off.
I think you
down
would
the
see
trail.
as Thistle leads you down the trail. Every time he steps, instead of stepping on the plants, they all seem to sort of part so that his foot never squishes like any of the plants. Like he is now that he's sort of like mended that heart and there's that sort of connection. He moves through the woods as though every place that he puts his foot, he was always meant to be in that
So
spot.
cool.
Fuck,
So
Mark
he,
is,
like-
trying to.
Squishing a bug here.
Oh, fuck.
All right. You come out the other side. At the edges of the Yasil, you kind of look around. It's getting late in the evening. The sun is still just barely up, but you can see the kind of open field ahead of you. And the road, the familiar road that travels just outside of Taywin. You know that it's probably about 8 hours out of Taywin. As you look around, you see the forest behind you. You can see kind of some smoke in the far distance over parts of the forest. Some haze in the air, and you can smell just very faintly that kind of acrid forest fire smell.
Whoa.
As you look around,
I'm gonna
quiet.
put my hand on one of the trees at the edge of the forest, and I want to cast Speak with Plants.
I see smoke over the Yasil. Are there threats to it?
Yes, from many sides. There is a terrible evil setting fires through the forest, anger and vengeance. And there are fights. There is a war near Caligai.
I'm getting them now.
Do you know? Would I know where that is?
You know that Caligai is the farthest, kind of north. It's farther north, a little east of where you are. But basically, this road that goes along the edges of the Yasil goes all the way to Caligai, and that is kind of the border of Taywin and Yorin.
Oh, no.
That's the border.
Wasn't there like a very iffy truce?
There had been a long truce. Yeah, there had been a truce for quite some time. Things had always been tense. But there had been a 30-year war.
Where are we talking Caligai is?
Caligai is, if you trace the kind of the edges of the Yasil all the way up to near the border of Yorin.
Up here?
Yeah, you travel along the kind of interior part there. Interior.
You want to poke, point.
So over here is the Golden Step. So
Yeah.
that's another part of the continent. You travel this way.
Okay.
So Caligai is up in here. kind of
Okay.
near the border, because the border with Yorin is kind of in here. So
Right.
it's nestled on this side of the lake here. But it is considered the kind of edges of the border, and the lake is a bit of a no man's land.
Can we get a mini cam here, Moise? Please. Might be over this way. We move it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll meet in the middle.
Okay, we'll meet in the middle. So Caligai is here.
Mm-hmm.
If we are in the Yasil, yeah.
You are all the way down around here.
Okay, so Caligai is here.
Yeah.
And we're getting fires set in here.
Yeah, you can see some of the haze kind of over the interior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea where we were with the heart?
No.
I will.
Thanks, Moise.
It's a minute. I will say.
I have found somewhere safe for the heart.
Oh, that is good.
If it is in your power, if you can feel where it is, find the Calyxo. I believe there are still some of them. Ask them for aid.
We will try. I will pass this through the roots.
If you need me,
And I would sort of touch my chest where the bristlecone heart is.
just call.
Thank you, Warden.
We'll have to come back and deal with this. That's
Oh
all.
yeah, one more thing for the fucking.
Put it on the list.
I feel like we do actually need to get a real list now.
I've got one going.
List for nerds.
But let's push on to
Tywin.
Taywin, see if
We should be able to make it there before nightfall, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, not before nightfall. It'll be the night by the time you get there.
That's
but
all right.
you can
That's fine.
you can travel there and you'll
We'll
get
push
there kind
hard.
of in the middle of the night.
Yeah, we get into the city and then we maybe hit the Veytama first thing in the morning.
sounds good.
Did you restore?
I did. Lesser.
Yeah,
is
look, I look great.
You look great. Okay.
Thank you.
Complexion's never been clear.
That's not true, but I had some pretty dewy days a few months ago, actually. Well, let me try something. Because I swear to my secular knowledge in an afterlife. It's there. I can get us there today. I can get us there today.
Yes, you can.
And I will give you guidance.
Yeah.
Where to, Mark?
I think I can get us right into the Veytama. And he just starts puking this fucking gray ass goo. Like when you teleport the thing that you get turned into, it's It is just a garden hose coming at him. He's bent over, like, hands on the knees. And it's not even the fucking, like, cat puke thing. It's just a hose.
Oh, God.
And, like, it starts coming. And it
Don't
doesn't
stop
stop.
coming.
Family Guy style.
No, there's no breaks. No one puts a thumb on the hose. It's just for a full minute. And you're like, this man can't have this much volume inside him. There's gonna be nothing left. And as you watch as this just pools, it pools in like a really like thick, slow spreading way. It's not the consistency of water. It's thicker. And as it spreads out, the ground is, relatively flat. We're on the plains. Mm-hmm. At a certain point, it just stops spreading and then starts filling until there's just this big ass pool of this gray fluid about half an inch thick, and it just stops.
Did I do that?
Mark,
Was that the guy?
okay? Are you all right?
I don't know, how okay am I?
Your whole body aches.
Uh-huh.
But otherwise, as you kind of stretch out, you feel all right.
What the?
I'm okay.
What in the tides was
All right,
that?
come on, everybody. We gotta go while it's fresh.
I'm sorry,
Come
you're
on,
getting us
come
in.
with me. Come step into the goo. Step into the goo. Touch the goo.
Does he look like feral? Like, what is happening?
No, he's got like some of it's kind of dripping from his mouth as he's kind of wiping his mouth.
I think this will work. I'm pretty sure this will work. Come into the goo. Come into the goo.
All right.
Okay.
If you like
Come into the
shoes,
goo.
maybe
I'll
you
come
hold
into the
on to
goo.
those. Okay.
Drag Esper into the goo.
Come into the goo. With
I'm
your
not
ghost.
touching that goo.
Bro.
You gotta touch the goo. You gotta.
We all get in the goo.
Okay, and I don't really know what happens. And at that point, you feel as you step into the goo and it like soaks through your shoes. As it touches your skin, you feel this sensation
Oh, I get these shivers.
of, well, not dissimilar to that, of like, it's like that feeling of like your arm falling asleep.
Oh, like pins and needles.
Yeah, starting from the toes and just
Horrible.
rippling up. Now, to those of you who've been vortex warped before, this is not an unfamiliar, albeit very unpleasant, situation, but this is the feeling of when Mark teleports you. But up to this point, we've only teleported an individual.
Mm-hmm.
And so, no one being around to witness it, it's tough to say, but it would seem, in his style, that we are all being deconstituted
Oh, God.
into one
Goo.
goo. And so in this moment, as we are traveling from space to space,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
what do you think? Tim, you want to roll for it, or?
You go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
D4.
1. M.
Yeah.
That's it. You checking the work?
No, I just was seeing if your dice was
In our
number
beautiful
on
new
the
dice
bottom.
boxes.
In
Thank
our
you,
beautiful
Jesse.
Dice boxes. In this moment,
Yeah.
could you describe a memory of Shy's that we all experience as our collective stories are souped up together?
Okay. Is there any particular emotion that we would be pulling from, or is it just...
It's up to you.
Can you flip a coin for me?
Yes, I can.
I got it. Heads or tails?
Heads. Tails.
Heads.
It's heads? Okay. I think with this uncomfortable feeling, you watch Shy's neck kind of turn and snap, and you all instantly get the feeling of being absolutely clocked in the jaw. And you watch Shy take this absolutely rocking hit from someone almost double her height, a large orc, like an orcish-like figure, gray skin, kind of mottled dark hair, who just clocks her, and you see her go down and out cold. And she hits the ground, and there is just you hear this loud buzzing and ringing as she just kind of is like, you're getting this almost from her eyes. You see her eyes kind of opening and closing, and then you feel yourself as her being pulled up and sat in a chair. she's sat there and she's still like we're maybe 25% conscious at this point, and she's sitting there, and you see a human man as her eyes come into focus. He's probably in his late 50s, long, kind of brown-black hair, graying at the temples, his hair pulled down back into a ponytail. He has a goatee that's more salt than pepper. He's wearing a simple tunic with kind of like he's wearing sparring clothes and kind of a simple leather boxing shoes, essentially. And you see him lean down and you feel like water sprayed in your face, and you hear, "You have got to take that better than that. Come on, you know better. You left yourself open. You know better than that, Shy. Come on." And you watch come to, and you would hear Shy speak. She sounds younger, less confident. She's learning. You've seen her learn how to fight properly, rather than being just a scrappy kid who was good in the streets. You're seeing her challenged for the first time, and she's fucking frustrated. She's used to winning. She's not used to being knocked on her ass and having fights handed to her. "Orlin, come on. You gotta start putting me against people more my class." "Nobody is ever going to give you favors, Shy. Especially not with that attitude. Come on. Let's go again. Are you ready?" You see Shy kind of, you hear the crack, putting her nose back into place. You watch her wipe blood. Her pants are stained with it. She goes, "Fuck you. Yeah, all right." She stands up, and you see her wrap the wraps tighter. And you see her shake her fists. You see the same person, the person who absolutely clocked her, stand up, start walking towards her. And she goes back in, and that's what you get.
As you feel this sort of like breath come back into your body as we become reconstituted. And Tim, you tell me.
You find yourself in a beautiful hall in the Vetoma. Oh, excuse me. Who goes there?
Oh, hello.
What?
Sorry, Mark Dwyler, Delakirk man. Thought I'd pop in. Want to
Were
see
you
the
with
family.
Professor Smargus?
Yes, of course.
What? Why did you come separately?
Oh, well,
Make a deception check.
I can give you a hand with that.
Absolutely.
I have proficiency in deception.
Professor Smartness, of course.
Smargus.
Smartness, yes.
Smargus.
Smargus, yes.
Smargus.
Also-
Smargus.
We got some back from Whisper.
That'd be a 22.
Why didn't you arrive with him? He's been here for hours.
Well, look, mate, I got a little caught up with some research friends of mine. We're gonna head over directly. I'd really appreciate it if you just keep this between us. You know how it gets.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Esper would help you with that.
okay. Yeah. Absolutely. I remember how to be persuasive.
One moment.
Yes, absolutely. Ah, there it is.
Finding yourself.
Oh, wait, what am I doing? I have a dice box now. Yeah, dog. Yeah, that's gonna be a 23.
All right, but this is highly unorthodox. We'll get you set up in the...
Mate, this is why everyone says you're the fucking coolest.
Really?
Yeah.
People say that about me?
Yeah, the whole rowing team.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I was a rowing man, but
We do know
hadn't-
that, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we lost the year I competed.
Hey, it's not how hard you lose. It's how hard you row. That's
No,
the
there was something I liked
That's the
about it.
Vetoma way. That's the Vetoma way.
Well, that's good to hear. Okay, I'll have some chambers done up in the, we don't have co-ed dormitories, are you all right?
Mate, don't worry.
You know,
Me and the professor, we got it worked out.
all right, well, you should rest up. He's setting out on his expedition in the morning.
You know, study never sleeps.
It's quite brave.
So what? What was that?
He's quite brave for his expedition.
Yes, of course.
Where's the expedition going?
Oh, he's going to Dathia.
Oh, Dathia.
Yes, no, apparently he's arranged it's been a research, he said he's got some kind of research that he's got going on there, and it was arranged before everything, went sideways there.
Well, I'm sure that we'll have a lot to catch up on to hear about this wonderful exploration of Dathia. My, that's very impressive. I'm so sorry. I got a question for you, sir, if you just have a moment. I keep my nose in a book most of the time. I don't really get much in the academic halls. You might recognize by the way I look. Have you ever met my little brother?
Well, you must be related to that Adre fella.
I am, yes. I'm here come calling the call to adventure and research just runs in the family. And it has been a while since I have touched.
I didn't realize that Dulcard were taking women. That's news to me.
Oh, well, no, mate, she's not a Dulkirk, man, is she? No, sorry.
Right.
Wait,
But you
we're in
mentioned
Veytoma.
study. No.
This is the Veytoma.
This is the Veytoma.
Veytoma doesn't do girls.
No, I thought Dulcard doesn't.
Wait, who are you talking about? Because we're in Veytoma.
You were the Veytoma. No, I didn't realize that you came from Dulcard, yes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Professor Smargus is from Dulcard.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I got confused by what was. Me, Sean Deppner. This is not Mark Dwyler. I got confused.
I'm an
instantly.
outside contracted researcher. So
Oh,
I don't,
right.
I'm working with Dulcard. And I was wondering, where is my little brother's quarters? I'd love to come pop in on him, say hi, take him out for lunch.
Oh, well, he's been away for some months. He did not return after the, well, let's see, they went on their break.
Which break?
Well, their summer break, and, well, he hasn't been back.
Right.
I assume perhaps he was taking a year,
A gap year.
year. It does happen occasionally.
Do you know who he went with? That would have been so funny for him to go all the way back home all the way from here.
He mentioned that he was doing some external research with his patron.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Did you know where they were headed or anything like that?
No.
Were there any professors?
I can't keep up with all of them. There's
Of
so
course.
many them,
Were there any professors that he was particularly close to or anything like that? I would love to make sure that he's well set up by the time he gets back.
Well, let's see. Aiden. Who did Aiden spend time with?
Adri.
Yes, Adri. That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
Is this guy like a fucking mall cop?
No, he's got robes on and things like
Oh,
that.
he's a professor?
Yeah, he's come out of an office.
Emeritus energy.
Absolutely American.
He's definitely older. Oh, yes, Adri. Well, he did spend some time with, well, I would see him on the grounds for sure. And he liked to swim. I remember that. He was quite fond of the pool.
Yeah.
Yes, they tried to get him on the swimming team, but he was not interested.
Well, we'd be cheating anyway.
Yeah, there was some talk of that.
Yeah.
A scandal. That. I believe I've seen him with Professor Brackus.
Professor Brackus. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of your time. What's your name, Professor?
Dexus. Professor Max Dexus.
Professor Dexus. It is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to meet you.
And you are the professor of
Well, of teleportation, of course.
teleportation.
I oversee the circle, and, I did a bit of research in my time. Do you know that, the spell Thunderstep?
Yeah.
That was you?
No, but it was my mentor who pioneered that spell. They found it. They were on an archaeological mission. We found it.
Wow.
Yes, I was young. I had just started at the Veytoma. And,
Must have been some time.
oh, it was quite a while now.
Human man?
Yes.
What was that?
We traveled to the elemental plane of air.
Have you ever seen a teleportation
And we
circle
were in
made
the
of
cottage of
goo before?
Storm giant.
Cottage of a storm giant. The airplane.
Goo, you say?
Have you ever seen a teleportation circle made of goo?
Well, No, I've never seen that.
I have a question for you. You are the master of teleportation.
Well, some say that, yes.
Yes. When you teleport to different places
I don't do much in my...
anymore, but you can.
Oh, of course I can.
I've always wondered. Do you store or you go to the places by knowing the circle, correct?
Oh, yes.
And do you store that information of how the circle looks in your head, or do you? Because
Well, I do, yes, of course, I do.
But some people, if you don't, do they?
Some need to write it down.
They have a book with.
Oh, sure, the folks at Dulcert love their books.
we do.
But I mean, you do you have like a reference for what the circles look like in different places that you?
Some wizards do, yes. They keep it in their spell books. They could keep a reference, yes.
But I mean, if you were to teach one of the sorcerers at your school, and they haven't been to a circle before, surely you must have a reference for.
It can be dangerous. It can be dangerous going to a circle you've never been to before. Typically, you have to travel there to establish contact. But it can be done. It can be done just by seeing the proper symbols, the arcane. You know, each teleportation circle has its own unique set of sigils that it uses.
And you have a book with all of these in.
Well, I have surely somewhere around here. Probably got a book.
Mate, when was the last time you actually teleported out of here? Took it for a spin.
Oh, it's been years. I think the last time was a wrestling match at Dulcert. Yes.
Yeah?
I love wrestling. I love watching the boys get down in the nitty gritty.
All right, I think we're done here.
Time to disengage.
I will say, mate, we're heading out in the morning, off to Dathia. But I was hoping, if I'm already late, we do have some business at Temple for Lennis. If you fancy a journey. I don't know the teleportation circle there myself.
I've never been.
You've never been to
a man of
Lennis?
faith. No. I've been to Dresda though. It was close there, all right. But no, I've never been to Temple for Lennis. No. But it's all.
Could have been quite the adventure.
It's all. I don't think they would. I don't think they allow men there.
They do.
No, really. It's,
From what we have researched, it is not necessarily that they don't allow men. It's just most of the faith is the priestesses primarily.
No, they don't allow men. You shouldn't go.
yeah, no. That's right.
But it's probably better to stay.
You know, times do change, I suppose. But
Well, I better go see the professor. Remind me just the professor. This slug jiggers.
Smargus.
Smargus.
Is
And
the
what's-
one you're
and-
looking.
and
Is the
Prof-
one from Dulcert.
Professor Brackus is
the one
Master
that
teleportation.
that's
Small.
Adri.
That's Adri.
Smargus.
Smargus.
Smargus. I'm writing it
Professor
Oh,
Brackus.
Mexdexis is the
Mexdexis is this problematic older man.
who likes watching
Professor-
little boys wrestle.
Not that I didn't say that. I like young men. Because I was a bit of a wrestler.
Yeah, you like
A wrestler, a rower,
Oh, yeah.
strong back.
Yes. You want to get it? We used to play a little game, you know.
What game is that?
I really.
No.
It's night crawlers. I don't want to hear about it.
No. We would set up a teleportation circle, and whoever pinned the other fellow, they'd get teleported away.
That's actually pretty cool. I
quite
do
fun.
like that. I like
quite
that
fun.
a lot.
It has been wonderful getting to know you. I sure hope we see you again, Professor. Thank you.
Of course.
Um,
I'm going to have a drink.
as the crew is walking off, I go, Professor, something just quickly out of curiosity before I leave. Did you ever meet my mother while she worked here?
Sorry, who's our mother?
Marlery Shadare.
Oh, yes, the sea witch.
Fuck, dude.
I remember a few staff meetings. She was there. She was, yes, she was there.
That's good. That's good. Well, thank you for your time.
Of course.
All right.
All right.
Walk off.
Fountain of information.
First stop.
We have rooms, and he's directed us in the wherever.
He sort of gestured.
We're not-
He
we're not.
just assumes you know where you're going.
We're not staying
He's
here.
convinced by Mark, and so he sort of gestured at the dorms.
We don't have to stay here.
No, we absolutely
On the
probably
grounds.
fucking shouldn't.
But
No, let's
this-
go.
As we go,
Smargus is such a prick.
yeah, but he's going to death yet.
Do
we're not,
we want
we're
to
not going.
score a ride with Smargus?
No, we don't want to.
It was a question.
No, we're not going to Dathia. That's lunacy.
Okay.
The only thing we could get from that is being able to send to somebody
Speaking of sending,
Yep.
Took his time.
he sent it to me, to be fair,
That's how normal people send. Okay.
12 minutes ago while we were
you're used to power senders.
ready.
Cashuela taken by sea dragonborn Admiral Arcat. Searching for best wishes and Greyfire wand. I'll have Beckett reach out. Transport magic.
Okay, I'm gonna play that again a bit closer.
Beckett, reach
Beckett.
out.
Beckett?
Magic.
He didn't say anything about Sprig. Son of a bitch.
Sprig is dead.
Okay, I'm gonna play it closer to the mic so that y'all can hear. This is for the benefit of you, wonderful folks who listen to us on podcast. Thank you very much.
Cashuela taken by sea dragonborn Admiral Arcat. Searching for best wishes and Greyfire wand. I'll have Beckett reach out. Transport magic.
Okay.
Beckett's the one that he's with.
Beckett.
No, Tacita is who he was with.
We don't know who Beckett is. Shout out to Christian Navarro.
Yes,
all the way in
Christian.
LA. Thank you, Christian. We love
Thank you.
That's cool. I want to do sending all the time like that. That's
So
so
cool.
Sea Dragonborn have taken Keshwara.
I mean, we could technically do this to Cody as Valentine.
Yeah,
Anytime.
That's true.
Beckett.
Valentine, mate,
Just
what's up?
radiant.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here. We did it. I did it.
Good
You
job.
I got
did
us
it.
here.
That-
That was, did we all
Fucking
see
got
maybe something?
I'm sorry, what?
I
Were you
experienced-
shy?
I saw shy. I was shy.
I was shy too.
Okay, so
were
we
you
were
shy?
shy.
You
was.
saw that?
Yes.
Yeah, the big guy punched you, and then you kept punching him.
Yes.
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Okay, I thought that was
Touched the
definitely
goo.
just me. That's great. Does that mean that your roommate sees that too?
I think he already saw it.
Right.
Because this isn't the first goo you've touched. I'm pretty sure anytime you touch the goo, he kind of gets whatever. He gets in there.
The remember I was telling you about my bookie?
Yeah.
Guy in the front, that's Orland. He taught me how to fight properly. He's a good man.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I met Thistle and Esper really in the first night, I'd come away from a fight that he and I had rigged, and we both walked away with the biggest coin purses we'd ever had. He's he did right by me. He's in Ellery, I think, but I hope he's doing okay.
Now,
I was just gonna say it. I don't know about you, but it felt good to want. I mean, I know it's not my memory, but it felt good to want to be better like that.
Yeah, I came to that was about we're walking and talking out of the school as we do this. That was about 3.5 months after I landed in Ellery. I was a fucking wreck, to be honest with you. I hadn't heard from Mal. I'd lost my brother. Everything had fucking fallen apart. I was on my own for the first time, and I'd tried to find other jobs, but nothing was sticking, and nothing made quite as much money as fighting did. So I took a fight. I found my way into the rings in Ellery. Lots of gambling there. And very first night I fought, I won 2 or 3 fights. And Orland came and approached me afterwards, and he said, "You're good, but you don't know what you're doing." And I said, "What the fuck you mean? I don't know what I'm doing. I just won 2 out of 3 fights." And he said, "You want to win 3 out of 3? And I said, "Yes, sir." And so we started working together. We were there. He took good care of me when I didn't know how to take good care of myself. And we made some good money.
Is he still around?
I don't know. I can't call like you can.
Well, I know him now. Well, anyways, maybe now's not the time, but we can check in on that.
Yeah, I'd like that. Thank you, Mark.
I think we should try and establish contact with someone we might know here.
Before you leave the grounds of the school, you hear Mark Dwyler.
Is that fucking Smargus?
You recognize the voice of
What was
Professor
Smargus the professor of?
Professor Smargus dealt in. He was a history professor.
Oh,
This fucking Professor Smargus.
You turn around and you see the tall, fairly lithe figure. You can see, like, as he sort of approaches, you can see his kind of emerald green eyes.
Did you describe
And
him
his
as
sort of
reedy?
gray, long hair.
God.
Ha! What are you doing here?
A little bit of independent research, Professor.
What could you possibly be researching?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would.
Well, I hear you're going to Dathia. Very brave of you.
Yes, I am. Just kind of a quiet moment. So, what independent research are you conducting?
The power of memory.
Hmm.
And how sometimes something gets stuck in your head
Ah,
and you can't shake the curiosity.
yes.
It's a powerful idea.
Yes.
But I think I'll keep that one to myself.
Very well. Well, good luck on your independent research.
Thanks. Good luck in Dathia.
Thank you. He just slowly turns, starts to walk away.
I'd like to do an insight check.
Sure.
I want to know. I feel like Thistle was taken aback by the fact that that conversation didn't seem to have like a point from his end, and he wants to know like, was there some sort of ulterior motive to
Make an insight check.
Esper would give you the help action with that.
Oi, bruv.
Boy, bruv.
Have some help.
Ghosts of this man's past. Tell him everything, bruv.
Oi, bruv, look at his eyes. They're weird and emerald.
It's so real.
Are they like gem eyes, or does he just have like really
It's
green
like
eyes?
emerald green eyes.
Oh.
As in like,
No. Just
like
the pupils.
as in like
They're just
dragon
As
green?
we're
Quite
talking,
green.
like,
They're quite
Like-
they're quite green.
It's a 23.
and do you
23.
mean irises are green or pupils are green?
No. Iris is
Okay,
not.
copy that.
like
Yeah, do I-
emerald green.
like-
Yes,
gem
gems
green.
for
Like
eyes.
a gem dragon?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. They're pretty green. With your 23 insight, it is a little odd. It's dark out. It's quite dark out. It's like the middle of the night. But he did seem genuinely curious as to why Mark was here. It seemed like a surprise. You could tell there was a bit of condescension in his tone.
Fucking dope.
He was surprised that Mark would be at this academy. That struck him as odd. So maybe he wanted to know. It seemed like he wanted to know why, but he answered him.
He's a
Oh,
wizard.
he's a wizard.
Straight up classic wizard. He's a history wizard. Fucking narc.
Order scribe.
Would I get sort of anything from his eyes that make me?
They were quite green. They were emerald green.
Is there a way that we could detect
Who is
if he's
your-
wearing a glamour?
Who is your... Oh, good evening. You must be Professor Smargus.
Professor Smargus. This is Thistle of the...
Oh, you want to continue speaking?
I just had a quick question for you before you departed.
I suggest next time you say something before someone leaves a conversation.
Well, I caught you as you were on your way out. I was trying to be polite with your conversation. It's all right. You youngsters like to rush everything. Quick
Laughed at me.
question for you.
Yes.
Traveling into Dathia is quite dangerous at the moment.
Oh, yes.
For someone to attempt to venture into a place like that, they must be quite certain that they will be at least somewhat protected.
Well, I have some academic contacts there, and I am going to study something I never thought I would ever see in my lifetime.
Well, what is that?
Well, surely you've heard. The families of Dathia have enacted their ember rights.
Yes, I actually have. We actually have heard that. And you are there to study the dragons themselves?
Oh, well, I wish to see what those rites are like. I pray that I get there in time to see some of them before all of the families have finished them. They've only ever been written about, but no one has witnessed them, certainly in my lifetime.
And what do they entail?
I don't know. That's why I'm going to see.
Who is your... if I might be so bold to ask, and obviously our academic prowess doesn't compare to yours, so we are of no threat to your study, but who is your contact there that is giving you access, such marvelous access?
Make a persuasion check.
Esper
I
would
will
help.
help with that.
I'm not fucking helping. Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna let this happen and then I'd like to do something.
It's only a 9.
Oh,
A cousin of mine,
Oh, you
on my mother's side.
you are part Draconic?
No. Worked for one of the families.
Can I insight check the truth of those two statements?
Sure.
Esper would help with that.
Oh, bruv.
Good.
Yeah, he's gonna be...
Glad that. That's gonna be 15.
15. Hard to tell. He's pretty effusive.
Okay.
It's difficult to tell.
As he's moving, does the way what we can see of his body belie that it doesn't actually move that way?
Like, I want to see if he's wearing a glamour. Like,
Wearing a skin suit.
no, like, is he wearing...
pretty eyes, and it was like,
Is,
what
like,
you got under there? What you
like
got
a-
under there?
emerald
like,
eyes.
is he,
What's going
like,
on there?
wearing a glamour? Like, I feel like the way his body is moving, is that in contrast to...
You can make either an insight check or a medicine check.
You wouldn't say a perception check on that, too?
Sure, you can make a perception.
Or I would also potentially argue a sleight of hand for understanding the gracefulness of movement.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Okay, I was just putting it out
Say
there.
Perception.
Okay. Oh, that's really good. That is going to be a 26, Tim.
He seems to
Thank
be,
you, Gina. Wow.
He seems to be moving according to how a human body would move.
Okay.
The knees bend in the right places. He carries himself quite. He's got quite good posture. He has a kind of air about him as he walks, and he does. He's relatively tall. He's probably about 6'5", so he does kind of look down to speak to most.
Human?
Not all. Yeah, appears to be human.
Oh, that is quite the marvelous opportunity. We actually just got back from a secret little expedition ourselves. But doesn't seem Mark wants to...
No, he
wants to
seems
say.
quite cagey about the whole ordeal.
Yes. Well,
I
I
just
mean...
want to wait till we publish, you know.
Of course.
But Mark, surely...
I can't wait.
I
to read it.
can't stop you. I'm
We-
not your boss.
We just got back from the Feywild. Yes, a little, extra-planar adventure.
Yes. Mark, you should talk up your exploits. Don't be shy. You're a Dulcurt man.
This is true.
Well, I look forward to seeing your research and seeing what you have to discover about the rites. And we actually know quite a few people in Dathir, so it's
Really?
yes.
Who do you know?
Oh, we had a little adventure where we actually we met the princes of the Kaiser. Good friends.
I see.
Yes.
Are you still in contact with them?
No, it's been a long time since we
Couple months now.
adventured with them.
Quite the massacre, I heard.
What do you mean,
The
by
massacre? The princes are dead.
No. They killed the king.
Oh.
The Pax Inferna.
What is the Pax
Our
Inferna?
time in the Feywild went a little long, and we find ourselves lacking in recent history.
I see.
My friend is very lucky to be speaking to a history professor.
Indeed.
When we last saw the princess, it was
probably about 18 months ago, give or take.
Well, the Kaisar, they enacted their Ember rights. Tensions were rising quite high.
That we did know.
And then there was calls for them to be punished. A peace talk was brokered. And at the peace talks, their dragon turned the king to ash,
Oh, my lord.
along with several of his top advisors and his personal guard.
Can you remind me of that dragon's name, Tim?
Violembor.
That is terrible.
Yes, it was disruptive to say the least.
And are they in charge now?
Yes, they seized control. Hymax, the patriarch, has claimed the title of emperor.
And what of the princess and the princes?
Well, they are likewise nobility now, I suppose, or so they claim to be.
Do you know what the word Kaisar means?
It means king.
It sure does.
So I guess you're friends with some new kings.
It would appear that way. If you see them, make sure you tell them that you're friends of ours. We'll garner some wonderful favor.
I do hope so.
You planned this trip before all this happened, right?
Yes, it's been in the works for quite some time.
What prompted the timing for your trip?
It was always planned for this time of year.
Oh, just got lucky.
Yes.
So you planned the trip to see them enact the rites before you knew that they were going to enact the rites.
No, it was after that the Kaisar had enacted their Ember rights. I just assumed that others would enact theirs. So I started planning my trip.
Interesting. All right, well, have an absolutely wonderful expedition, and we look forward to seeing what you discover.
And what was your name?
My name. My name? You want to know my name?
The traditional greeting in this part of the world.
Yes, in case I see the Kaisar, I'll mention you.
Yes, let them know Thistle sends his regards.
Very well. Anyone else?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Prefer to keep your name to yourself.
Professor, I know, we weren't each other's favorites back in school, but I am genuinely glad that someone with such a passion for history is going to see this and be the person that so many other generations are going to be reading about or reading from.
Thank you, Mark. It was lovely to see you. And next time, don't be shy about your exploits. And just a word of advice,
Yes?
if I may. Kind of pulls you aside a little bit. I need you three to leave the room. If you were wise, you should stay far away from Daphne. I don't think the Kaisar see you as their friend.
I don't think they do either.
But you may still have friends in Dathia yet.
Is there anything that I can go off of?
Not all of the families have lined up behind the Kaisar.
Could I call on you, Professor, and hear about how your expedition is going as things develop?
Yes, we should keep in touch. He puts a hand on your shoulder. I think you're right where you need to be, Mark.
History is a little more interesting when you're living it.
Indeed.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Mark. He turns and he leaves. All right, everyone can come back.
Oh, Smargus.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
I just wanted him to go in and be like, hey, I met this guy named Thistle, and they're like, die!
Holy bananas! What a banger of a first half. I want to say one more time a huge thank you to our dear friend Jessie, Gamer1300, longtime friend and fan of the show. Thank you so much. I have 3 dice boxes to give away this week. This is incredible. So if you want to enter this dice box giveaway, we're gonna have you put a word in the chat. The word is gonna be.
Which one are we giving away first? One a week?
Yeah, one
Yeah,
a
we
week.
should do one a week.
Spread it
Okay.
out.
Someone roll a d6 for me.
6.
Okay, so we are giving the butternut wood one away first.
Butternut. That's the word.
Yeah, the word is butternut. So you're gonna put butternut, like the squash in the chat. Put the word butternut in the squash.
Spelled B-U-T-O-R-N-U-T.
No.
K-N-U-T.
Well, if you spell it the wrong way, the thing that I use won't pick it up. So it's
Butt or nut. Isn't that's what you're saying?
Butternut, here I come.
Yeah.
What's the
Butternut like the squash.
Butternut like the squash. Yeah, if you can put butternut,
Let's spell butternut.
in the chat,
one
I
word.
will enter you into the draw to win this. One of our mods is going to help me with this. Actually, I'm in the chat right now, probably, so I'll do that myself. Stick around. We are going to have a tight 10-minute break, and we'll see you soon for part 2. Okay,
Bye.
catch you soon.
Bye.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call BlackwaterDnD and they'll kick some ass for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for yeah.
such a good joke, Sean. We're gonna repeat that one in Chatwater.
Yeah?
I love that so much. All right, so we are gonna wait for M. There she comes. Fair. Oh gosh!
Foul ball.
Foul ball. Mulligan.
That
was
so
contact
funny.
with the ball.
Fair she comes.
That was
Sorry, what?
nothing. Grammar's hard. All right, so
Grammar's hard.
you would see you would see Mark get pulled aside, and after a chat with Professor Smargus, you see his hand kind of on his shoulder, and he sort of nods, and then he heads up. Oh no, he touched him.
No, if he was gonna catch.
Professor's touching.
I'm a grown adult now. I'm not
No,
a student. We could hug if we wanted to.
Mark, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, and I start talking about something
Gonna head out the
fairly
gate.
inane. Don't want to talk about it in here. Don't know
of
who's
course.
listening, but when I feel like we're sort of good.
Yeah, you get out into the city proper. It's very quiet, because it's the middle of the night.
If before, and I say before we, as we're walking, I was like, just as to make small talk, I'd like to check in with Professor Brackus very briefly, the one that was in touch with my, close to my brother before we leave in the morning, unless we're leaving tonight. That's.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and we get outside in the street.
With Brackus?
What are you hoping to learn? I mean, no one's seen your brother since the summer break.
I got nothing to go on, Thistle.
Well, we know where he is.
I know,
We know who he's with.
but maybe if I can learn a little bit more about, if Adri talked to him about anything with Moss, I'll use anything I can to get a leg up, and if I can convince Adri to stop what he's doing, or at least to talk to me a bit more, I have nothing to go on. I'm grasping at straws. I have lost now. In the last 3.5 years, I have lost 3 of them with him.
I think he would sort of like, as they're walking, he's watching Shy, and he's seeing her sort of begin to like, not spiral, but sort of like lose herself to that sort of like panic. He would sort of grab her shoulders and stop for a second, and he would.
It is going to be okay, but I need you to know something.
Okay.
Adria spent a year with Moss. We spent very little time with him, and we very quickly fell under his.
It's been about 1.5 years with Moss.
We very quickly fell under his spell. He's very convincing.
Yeah.
We will not be able to convince Adri to just leave. Nothing we say to him will be able to undo the 1.5 years that he spent with Moss. Now, I'm not saying we don't try. I'm not saying we don't fix it. But for now, he is safe with Moss. I trust Moss to keep him safe. Just like I trust Moss to do what's best for Moss.
I know.
There is nowhere, aside from us, that he is more safe than where he is right now.
Yeah.
He might even be safer. Because honestly, Moss is pretty scary.
Moss needs him
Exactly. And Moss will need him
in 6 months.
until the cardiac Gemini. So we have 6 months until he.
Don't make that face.
You don't have 6 months.
It's less than 6 months.
What is
It's
it?
only a couple of months.
No, it was 18 months and we were gone for a year. That means 6 months.
Don't look at me. I don't know calendars.
I've done
But
math before.
no, it skipped again when we left Cop's Gulch, didn't it? We haven't confirmed how much fucking time.
An amount of time is gonna happen.
How much
Let's
time
be
did we
on the
lose in
hop.
Hop's Gold?
I like pull aside like.
No.
Excuse me. Can you tell me what day it is?
Well, you should just check the town calendar.
Where is that?
It's in the town square.
Wait,
It's
what's
closed
your name?
now.
What's your name?
My name, I don't know.
What's your name? What's your profession? What are you doing this late out at night?
Hold on.
Yeah, there's the with the
Hold on.
town watch.
I'm a bum. I sleep out here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Back as you were.
Calendar. See
What day was it yesterday then?
calendar.
Well, yesterday was Not today.
Do you self-identify as a bum?
Yes.
Or is that a name that's been inflicted on you?
No. My name is Abum.
And what do you do, Abum?
Well, I sleep under the stars.
What's your last name?
Oh, please. I don't have a last name. I don't even have a job. I just
Oh my
drift.
God,
I go where I go.
How's that working out?
That's honestly pretty good. I meet a lot of interesting people.
Okay, so when we left, it was the 20th of Nearavan, 2436.
Okay.
So that is essentially the equivalent of December in an 11-month calendar.
Wait, who do you think is going to be able to answer whatever question you have about this?
This fucker right here.
You're saying a number that we all recognize.
It's,
I think. Look,
it's
no, no.
been.
Tim, no. Everyone needs to stop for a second. Tim, you need to give me how many years it's been and in a rough time estimate.
It's been about a year and a half.
Okay, so we're looking at.
You've been gone a year and a half.
So it's about okay. So we've got that's December.
About 2.5.
So that's. I'm sorry, 2.5 years or 1.5 years?
2.5 months.
we have
Until the
10
Cardiff
weeks.
Gemini.
The
We have 10
Cardiff
weeks. How's
Gemini.
that feel?
I
Or
just
is
need to
it an
figure out when it
11-day
is.
week?
So we're
What are we
in
doing here?
early.
Gubo.
We are in mid 2438.
Sure.
Oh, 2438.
You know what? This is for you, the lore keepers and the people who keep the time and do all of the background
You're pointing
shit
at
about
yourself
taking
in
notes.
chat
I
right now.
am.
Any of you?
They created the calendar, okay?
I'm the only fucking person other than Teeny. I love you, Teeny. Who cares about the calendar?
We need a calendar app. So
Yeah.
we can do
An
have
11-month calendar.
It's an
have
11-month calendar, so
I
it gets
have a
even
calendar
more
that I track
confusing.
everything on.
No, I mean for this. I have a Google calendar.
I can't hear, right?
So,
All right,
what-
so it's
what-
2.5 months. It's 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Till the Cardiff Gemini.
47 days.
And
47 days?
More importantly, days here are 23 hours.
That's not true.
Wait, are there leap years?
No, we considered that, but it's important to like day and life cycle.
24.
Okay, so are we? What month are we in?
Yes, but they happen on the odd numbers.
A vague.
So every other year?
Can you give me a vague approximation
7
of
years.
what actual like in normal time month it is?
You left in December?
We left in December, so we would have gone. It's a December and a half. That's
It
like,
would be getting like, it would be about probably springtime, right?
Okay, so we're looking at.
Right?
This is terrible.
We have 10 weeks.
A year
I
from
can
December.
barely
A year
time
from
in
December is December.
Yes.
But in this
we-
world, it's
Are we
January.
like? Are we before? Are we like June? Are we like May?
It's 10 weeks out from the Cardiff
Yeah,
Gemini.
it's like late spring because it isn't 1-to-1, right? Because it's an
can
11-month calendar.
We can put a date on it after the session, but it's 10. We have 10 weeks.
Okay, we have 10 weeks.
So for the next 10 weeks, he is safest with Moss. So that's a lot of time. A lot of time.
Doesn't feel like a lot of time.
Well, we were gone for a day and it was a year and a half, so time is construct.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to the way station?
I think it's a bit late for that right now.
You don't think they're open 24/7?
The way station's open 24
Here it's 23/6.
All right, well, to the way station.
Triboli way station is absolutely.
The Stromboli way station.
Because I do feel for you where it's like every day matters, but that's also true of being in a fucking vampiric work
I'm
camp.
not saying that anything with Adri is more important than what's going on with your parents. I'm just trying to figure stuff out, y'all.
All right.
No, I know. I know that. We know that. That's all right. I'm just saying.
Are we in conflict?
No. No.
Okay.
I'm just saying he is as safe as he could be right now
Yeah.
for the next 10 weeks.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm sorry if I'm trying not to let the boiling of my panic fall over. He's just so young.
But not anymore.
I know. Yeah.
You were doing some pretty amazing things when you
He was, what, 12 when we left?
14.
you were doing some pretty amazing things when you were 16. He's just shy of that. So,
Let's see what you did there. Okay. All right. To the way
To
station
the
then.
Stromboli way.
Triboli.
should we talk to should we see if Mal is in town on the way? I think
Yeah.
Shai could use a hug.
Oh, yeah, shit, absolutely. Should we just knock on the door?
I don't know where his apartment is because we teleported out.
I'll send to him. You want me to put anything special in there?
Esper literally standing right next to me.
Yeah, just call and say that we're in town and that we'd like to see you.
And do you want me to put anything special in there?
You telepathically hear a very loud blush.
Yeah, absolutely.
You sending this out loud, or are you sending
Absolutely. What's his name? Mal. We're in town. Been lost in the fucking Feywild. You know how it is. Meet us at
Stromboli way station.
the Stromboli
this?
Way Station.
Triboli Way Station.
Best wishes. And then in my head, silently, I say, Mal, we're back in town. Shy misses you. Don't know how long we can be. We were lost in the Feywild. We're back. We need to travel. We're going to be at the Stromboli Way Station.
Is this another sending?
No, I didn't actually cast sending. I just said 5 words out loud. I'm a deceptive little guy.
Legend.
This is in my
Inside check.
brain. You can't. This is just me
Yeah.
existing.
This is Mark waiting for the sending to come back.
Yeah, this is me just waiting. But I was interrupted through it. Best wishes, and also Finns says hi, or whatever.
Was that a send?
Yeah, that was a send, more or less.
You hear back. Nice to hear from you, Mark. I'm a bit tied up.
Ah, fuck.
Was captured by your knights about a year ago.
Who by who?
Your knights.
Uranite?
Don't worry about me. That's it.
Whoopsie. He's been captured by Uranites for about a year, but he says not to worry about him.
Oh, perfect.
They took him back to you. Did they take him back to you? What?
I don't know. He said he was captured by Uranites. About a year.
Okay, Esper, you have to hug Shy.
Yeah, bruv. No problem.
Esper hugging Shy about her ex feels great.
That's right.
Can
I can send back to him if you want details.
who took him? Why? Where is he? What do they want?
This fucking list is getting so long.
Who took you, man?
And I look at Mark's head.
Tell him I love him.
In my head, because I've said 3 words, I've started casting sending out loud. Sorry, what was the... I already asked. Who took him? What was the other thing?
Where?
Where?
What do they want?
What? Want? Love. Yes?
That's that would be the word.
Okay, so I'm knuckles deep in the sending right now. Who took? Shit. Where are you? Why did they take you? Who took you?
What do they want?
What do they want? Shy is concerned. Me too, actually. Love you, bye.
Ayasign
Ayasign.
tried to take Adri. Intercepted. So they took me. Moss tried to pay ransom. They weren't interested. I'm somewhere in their territory. Love.
I convey that all.
If anyone has done anything to my mama, I cannot promise that I'm going to be able to keep a handle on anything because things keep happening to people who are very close to me. And I'm about up to here right now.
None of us need you to keep a handle on anything today.
Oh, so I'm just going to start punching people and things. The one saving grace for Moss at this point is that he tried to make Moss's ransom. I will be civil. And then I'm going to start fucking throwing hands.
You want me to summon Johnny? If you want to fight something?
Me fighting Johnny.
He won't fight back. I mean, he'd ruin you, but like, you can just punch him a bit.
I'm okay. Thank you, Mark, but I will take you up on that if I need to.
Thistle pulls out a piece of paper and he goes, all right, on the docket. Save Adri. Save Miri's parents. Save Mal. Save Kokanee's heart. Stop the cardiac Gemini. Save Cachoeira. And anything else that I'm missing, because it's getting fucking
We
long.
did cure me, so that's a win. That's a win for best wishes.
Yes, no more boils. Oh, I'm going to add a secret thing.
Yeah, there's just a secret thing that we need to put on there as well.
Oh, I forgot
Cardiac
to mention.
Gemini.
That's what I said.
He said cardiac.
Speaking of secret things,
I think Professor Smargus might not be on the side of the Kai Saw. I think he might be he might be a friend of Whispers, actually.
Oh, what did he say?
I don't really listen specifically when people say me things. I
Say me things.
When they say me things.
I pick up vibes. Like, I know his general vibe in his story. He was like really quite cool.
What if he was Beckett?
Who the fuck is Beckett?
That's what Whisper
Whisper
said.
said that's
But
the name.
then he'll reach out telepathically or
Mark,
something.
remember details when you're listening. What did you hear?
What?
What? You remember?
What are you asking me? Everyone's bullying me.
All right, 2
We're
Strombolis.
not trying to
Triboli.
I'm not. I feel good.
You get to the way
arrive.
station. You can
Yeah.
see it's lit up
Because you're asking me questions about
inside. You kind of you push through the saloon type doors.
It's a fucking interplanetary.
Yeah.
Fucking...
As you see, there's like a number of kind of rough-looking individuals sort of skulking around. There's like a big kind of window. There's like 3 kiosks.
One of these guys going straight through that window.
Clear piano.
Yeah. And there's kind of large bars. You can see
Jizz
there's
music
also
in the
a
background.
kind of hefty.
Called.
What?
That's what it's called.
That's what it's
The
called.
music from the Moss Eisley's Cantina is called Jizz.
Yes, it is.
It's a true story.
That's canon.
It's canon.
Sorry.
It's Star Wars.
George
canon.
Lucas.
The name of
loved.
the music, the name of the music they play in the Moss
Eisley Cantina
is
called
called Jizz.
That's the name of the
Canonically.
song
Or
or
the
the
genre.
The genre.
All space jazz.
Please get a high five on that one.
Is it stand for something?
Nope.
Is George okay?
No.
Hasn't been for years.
Is that what jizz? The jizz means something different in like 1974, 6?
Yeah, man, aren't you hip with this?
That's why they started calling Jizz. Was because that's how the
Moss
music made
Eisley
you
Cantina.
feel.
And we're in the cantina. Tim, save us, please.
So you see, and there is a kind of hefty iron door next to these 3 kiosks. And you see just one is occupied right now by a younger man, fairly large, big mustache, and like big bags under his eyes.
Night shift.
Kinda fucking-
Night shift. Hey,
Oh yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
We're looking to get to Temple Philenis. How much that? How much would that?
Oh, Temple Philenis! Kind of pulls like
All 5 of us and our dog.
flicking through.
Yeah, flick it through.
Well, it's gonna be. Kind of looks around. I'll be honest, it's gonna cost you a little extra.
Why extra?
Well, we're not technically allowed to go to.
Oh no, don't worry.
Philenis?
We're friends with Philenis.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, it's a private circle. Oh. It's not part of our network. It's out of network.
But
Roaming charges.
But we can, we can pretty much go anywhere, so we can get you there, but it's gonna cost you.
well, we've heard wonderful things about the Triboli Way Station and the.
Well, we do have a lot of great reviews.
Was someone supposed to respond to that?
He sort of slides a pad
I shy.
over
Sit up.
of parchments.
You could dictate it, and I would write
No,
it.
I'd rather you wrote it in your own writing and signed it.
Is that all that it costs? Is a good review?
No. that just makes it.
I write like a glowing review, just like I lay it on real thick.
Yeah, you
Not.
can mention my name.
Can I have your names?
My name is Bolio Treboli.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Oh, of the Trebolis.
Yeah. Olio's my great uncle.
Wow.
And also your name.
No, my name is Bolio.
You must have worked extra hard to get this job.
Yeah. You know, just one day they said, "Hey, suck ass! We need somebody to work!" And that's how it started. I was 14.
And here you are.
Have you shed the nickname?
Suck ass? No.
I won't put that in there. I'll just put that.
You had written it?
No, not at all. I'll just say that Bolio Treboli was exceedingly helpful, very gracious and kind with his time, so informative
And all those
and
things.
very professional. We were thrilled with his service, and we are absolutely guaranteed to come back and use the Treboli Way Station
Thank
again.
you so
5
much.
stars.
That means so much to me.
So what's it gonna
It's
cost?
gonna cost you 800 gold pieces.
We have that.
Oh, all in?
Yeah.
How about a discount?
I will write a review in a different hand. We'll put 3 reviews in and out.
There's 5 of us.
Guy's actually
Make a persuasion
a
check.
very talented
There's
artist.
5 of us. We could put 5 in there.
The dog can write?
The dog can write.
No, there's a 5th member who's
Yeah, he
not
knows.
currently talking.
He's counting.
There's Esper right here.
Yeah, no. Oh, so of course, 6.
The dog can write, but that's worth a little
Sorry.
bit more than just
Numbers,
a discount.
not my strong.
Me too.
This guy gets it. I knew I liked you for some reason.
I like you for some reason.
Do you know what month it is?
What's the date today?
That's the.
Or you.
Yeah, he's gonna know what
full
fucking
notation.
day it is,
An
Tim.
extended
'Cause he's
notation.
gotta fill out the goddamn
It's not a bum.
Look, I gotta look at the calendar, okay? I know it's around.
The town calendar is
Listen,
closed.
it's hard to keep track of days when you don't see the sun.
He just said he's not good at numbers.
Yeah,
I know
that's
it's
crazy.
Gonna be my birthday soon.
When's your
It's your
birthday?
birthday what day?
You know
It's
your
on a
birthday.
Thursday this year.
The Thursdays
That's
don't
good.
exist here.
Well, that's what we call them in our family.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, we're gonna be coming back
Okay.
on a Thursday.
His
Want us to
family,
get anything?
his family actually uses a 12-month calendar.
Okay, so if we're
They're orthodox that way.
so
All right.
I am assuming it is
So okay.
Look,
I love
of course
it.
I know the calendar, but I don't care about the calendar, okay?
Yeah, I don't care about calendars. You know what I care about? Good service, and you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I already start pulling out like 3 different colors of ink. I have like I show him samples of different types of writing based on my
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will write 5 other different reviews for you if you can knock that price down a little bit.
I'll take it down to 500 gold pieces.
That is absolutely
Perfect.
easy.
Great.
Now, I have some.
I just start writing.
How do we feel?
You wanna
about-
hang?
How do we feel about?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. I just wondered if you guys want to hang out.
You want to come with us?
Yeah.
Great.
Like, when am I shifted
Two
to?
for Lennis?
I was thinking like here.
How about you let us go for free, and then next time we're in town, if we run into you, we'll hang.
And then I'll pull out my little plastic baggie of shimmer,
Oh, you guys want to party?
and I'll be like,
We like to party.
You ever been to Uvrod's
Make,
pool? Is that this campaign or is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Or okay, good.
Fred's hole was in.
Sweet.
It's in Yorin.
Persuasion's gonna be a dirty 20.
yeah, I would love to hang out with you next time you're in town, and I'll take you there for free.
Great.
Cool.
You guys wanna fucking party now before you go?
Tell us what's involved.
We could do that bag of shimmer,
How about this?
like kiss.
We're-
What?
We're gonna be very quick in Felenis, and when we get back, we have the ability.
Fuck.
We-
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can fuck around.
Yeah. Exactly. I knew what you meant.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
I am finishing off these like amazing reviews.
I think we're
in
past that
different-
at this point,
And
honestly.
I that was what I was contracted to
All
do,
right.
so I put them.
Let's head out, and when we
Stuff's in
get
the
back,
drawer.
we will.
I'm so stoked.
All right.
We're making an enemy for
We don't
life.
know when we're gonna be back, but when we
Well, you said you would.
We're gonna be
Kinda
quick.
feel
We're
like-
gonna be very
Yeah,
quick.
we're gonna be quick.
Yes, we'll be quick.
We're making an enemy for
Make a
life.
deception check if you are.
We are not coming back here first. We cannot lie to this man. We will never be able
I never
to
said
use
we were
the
coming back
station
here. I
ever
just said
again.
when we're back.
I said
Bolio,
At advantage. You can absolutely at advantage.
Christ.
Bolio, we're...
We're making an enemy for life.
No, I'm gonna...
You call me Big B.
Big B.
You can call me Big T.
You said deception.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Yeah, he's all in.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I
Well,
can I
believing what he
I
wants
put
to
my
do.
hand on top of his if it's on the pedestal.
It's the best one night of my life.
The jizz is playing in the back.
Oh, great
He
call.
leans in really close, like maybe he's gonna kiss you.
I hold the distance and I say, Bolio, we are. We're on an adventure. Did you know that?
I feel it
Good.
right now.
Yeah. And we have got to go. The world is calling us, Bolio. And that's why we're going to Philanus, to learn all the things we can learn.
I think I should come with you, honestly.
It's too dangerous.
No.
I wouldn't be able to
I'm
protect you.
so ready to die right now.
I know you are, but I can't have that happen. I need you to be here when I come back. Do you understand?
He takes your hand and puts it on his chest. I understand.
Good.
And then he leans in for a kiss.
Cover Esper's eyes.
No, Esper knows exactly what I'm doing.
Doesn't
Esper
mean
knows-
I'm not covering Esper's eyes.
I get about this far away from his face, and I kiss him right on the cheek, right here.
Yes.
You're a good man, Bolio.
I know that.
All right. Take us.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
So
And
we
the
can get back
second,
here.
and the
sooner.
second we've saved the world, Bolio, we will be back.
Okay. Okay, sick. And he goes over and he opens the door for you and leads you into the back room.
as I pass his
bunch of
little
hallways.
as I pass his little podium where he was standing, I'm gonna leave that little bag of shimmer there for him.
You're a fucking menace, and I love it.
I'm just leaving him a little parting gift.
This feels like actual D&D. This feels like this feels like home game D&D.
There's been a lot of tension, and we're having a little fun.
Yeah.
We're fucking with a.
He leads you
Inside.
down into a back room. Sorry, I gotta clear some boxes.
It's okay.
Starts moving some crates out of the way, and you can see there's a teleportation circle that's been sort of somewhat hidden underneath all these boxes. He kind of moves it out of the way.
Take a good old look at that.
Okay, if you all want to stand in there. I just want to say before you guys go, I am so glad to have made 6 new best friends.
Yeah. It's always nice to be able to know you can trust people when you need them the most.
This is fucking awesome.
Adventuring is incredible.
Let's go! And he starts doing
Is
the
he
spell.
coming with us to Philanus?
He does not. You see, he's like right on the edge, and he casts it as the like arcane runes kind of all around as they light up, and the light kind of spins around
Oh
you.
shit, we didn't tell them we were coming.
As you find yourself in Temple Philanus.
Is there anybody around when we land?
Yeah, it is. You're kind of pushing early morning now. With
They
how
would
much
be up
time
for
has kind of
dawn
gone.
prayers.
Yeah, like there's a few priestesses moving about for.
I
dawn
look
prayers.
for where, because the teleportation circle is like down, is it not?
It is. It's in kind of like it's sectioned off a little bit just for security's sake.
Yeah.
But it is downstairs and off of the basement kind of.
And it
down
would
a
be near
corridor.
probably the knowledge keeper's quarters in the.
Yes. So yeah. When that goes off, there's like a few moments. So there's nobody around immediately because it's down a bit of a hallway. But you hear kind of footsteps coming down the hallway to the door, and you hear kind of a.
Excuse me, we're looking for Felice
Oh.
and the Mother Superior,
Of course.
please.
Yes. I recognize all of you. Come. It's very early. You should have sent word. She kind of opens the thing and ushers you through.
Is this the knowledge keeper?
Mm-hmm.
Remind me of her name.
I don't think you learned her name.
Oh.
I don't think you would have met her.
No, because we didn't meet, because Velvari would be dead by then.
She has passed. Yeah, she has passed.
Are you the knowledge keeper here?
Yes.
We're best wishes. My name is Shy. My mother Marlory is staying here.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. Pardon my manners. I'm the knowledge keeper, Nathia.
Nathia, it's nice to meet you. We're I received word from Oftish under 24 hours ago. She'd been trying to call me, and I'm here because she said that we needed to talk.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll take you up. And she should be getting up fairly soon. She's a bit of an early riser.
Thank you.
Right this way.
That was 6 months ago, by the way.
As you come up.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Also, we messaged Mal 6 months ago.
No, we didn't.
No, you messaged Mal and Taywin.
We messaged him in Taylor.
No, sorry, we messaged Adri 6 months ago.
ago.
It's been another 6 months that he hasn't heard anything from us.
I hate this. I hate
Because we spent 6 months in Hops Gulch.
Well, I thought it was 3 months. I thought it was halftime.
We spent a year.
No, because we said it was when we got back, we said it was 6 months from the Cardic Gemini, and now that we're back, it's like 2.5 months from the Cardic Gemini. So we were like 4 months in Hopskulch, because generally
Yeah.
Hopskulch is a half step.
It's
time.
not always 1-to-1 halftime between Hopskulch, but yeah, it was a couple of months. It wasn't.
But still,
a full
it's
6
been
months.
months since they've heard from us.
And Whisper, we also
Yep.
we called Whisper.
In Hops Gulch.
Fuck.
No, the second time
The second time was on the material.
was on the material plane.
But it's
So,
weird because
He
No,
said,
we called
how's the
Whisper in
dog?
Hopskulch.
And
He
then
called
fucking
Response.
7 weeks later, your dog's good.
Exactly.
How's the bird?
And he was thinking the same thing we were of like, dude, this guy is taking a long time to reply.
God, I hate this so much.
All right.
Well, we're here.
You see Oftish comes down from her quarters after you're kind of down in the courtyard, and Nathari kind of goes up and knocks on the door, and Oftish comes down.
I did bow my head.
It's so good to see you.
Thank you for calling. I'm so sorry.
No, I expected you sooner, but I understand.
The time difference.
Yes.
Came.
It was quite a bit of a gap.
Yeah, you're telling us.
We spent a night in the Feywild, and then we found our way back to an in-between. Found out it had been a year from what you had said, and then we got out of that in-between back to the material plane, and that was like another 6 to 8 months.
Right.
So we came literally as soon as we could.
No, that's all right. Yeah, things are. Well, they are.
May we, is sh- my mother here too?
Yes,
Okay.
she is. She's sleeping. She tends to sleep in. But she should. I can send someone.
No, let her sleep.
All right.
She'll, we'll see her when she gets up.
Is Vilise still here as well?
Yes, she did some traveling, but she's been back for a little bit now.
Perfect. And then I have
I would love to hear, if you have time, any updates because we're
Yes,
gathering
well,
information at Strong
I was
Mother Speech.
going to ask, has there been any progress made on the return or the retrieval of Kokan's heart?
Yes, there has been some information that has been passed through. Nepenthe left some time ago. I want to say maybe a little over a year ago. But nothing was heard from her for a while. There was some further investigation, and it appears that there is some kind of time distortion surrounding all of Telekov.
You think the High Priestess is stuck in that?
She is, most certainly. She's actually visible from the outside. It's as if she's trying to move through it, but she hasn't made it very far in. I believe there's been a concerted effort in Caradoc to launch an expedition. Hedella, Lightkeeper, her daughter, I guess, has been studying time magic and is leading the expedition. They plan on trying to figure out a way in over the next while, but they're taking their time. They don't want anyone else to get stuck. So we're not sure exactly what's happening inside the distortion.
Right. Did you ever make it in contact with the dragons at all? Ferrothor and Argowick?
I don't know, but there are reports of 2 dragons in the distortion as well.
And has any of the other members of Blackwater come to aid?
It's unclear. I'm not sure.
Well, if we hear anything about it or learn anything along the way, you'll be the first person we update about it.
In some good news, I think your reputations in Caradoc have been repaired somewhat.
Oh,
Who did that?
Well, it seems like Nepenthe stuck her neck out a bit for all of you.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Girl, that's my fucking girl.
Well, Nepenthe Lightkeeper knows who we are.
Yes.
But in like a good way, not a bad way this time.
Yes.
And she went to bat for us.
Her and I had a long conversation. And she met your mother as well.
My goodness.
And once she learned of Halora's involvement in all of this, I think she understood a bit better what was happening.
Well, we're grateful for you and for the High Priestess. That means
Yeah, I
that means
wouldn't.
the tides. Thank you.
I wouldn't expect any parades in Caradoc.
Not yet.
There's still a lot of
Tenderness.
resentment and, yes, tenderness. But you would probably be able to walk around more or less freely if you needed to.
Amazing.
That's.
Well, I appreciate the good word.
Thank you. Better get your gun.
All right, so unfortunately, we've learned that Keshawera has been invaded by the Dathians.
As you said.
Yes, yes,
They said,
your mother got word first.
from Rome?
It was Roan's. It was his dying wish. Yes, I'm sorry. Your mother has been quite distraught over it, but has decided that she can't go back just yet.
No, nor should she. That's unsafe for her there.
It's been difficult, but she believes that she has to be here for the coming
Event.
event.
Do you know much of the Cardic Gemini? Have you discovered anything?
We've tried to learn what we can. Riaz has been rising most nights. And it's been difficult to track down the history of it. We have almost no mention of it in our archives. But Phyllis, in her journeys, has discovered some more information. And with her first-hand experience, it seems like the last time that Riaz got even close was in the time of Tyrax.
Yes.
But they didn't actually achieve a tidal lock,
A tidal lock.
where it wasn't a true Cardic Gemini.
I understand.
It was close. But from what I understand, when the Cardic Gemini occurs, Riaz becomes tidally locked. and it will be in the sky all the time.
My sense is it'll probably be over the Bloodwood, where the other heart is, the other concentration of the...
Should we wait for your mother and Phyllis to be here so we can ask them about this directly?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
I'll go get them up.
Can I go get my mama?
Sure. I'll have some food set up for you all as well. You look tired and hungry.
Yeah, but food feels far away from... Yeah, thank you. I would wander upstairs to
Okay.
my mom's quarters.
Yeah.
And I would...
Hello?
It's me, Mama.
You kind of hear some scrambling. The door swings open. Boom! There's a big hug.
I think I just start crying. Mama, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. You don't have anything to apologize for.
No, I do. It was... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's our fault.
No.
It is, Mama.
What
They
do you
came
mean?
looking for us.
No.
Yeah, that's why
No.
they took Keshuera, Mama. They came looking for me.
It's not your fault. They chose to invade. They chose violence.
It's not like our people could have done anything to stop it.
Exactly. It is not your fault. Keshuera is of no value to them. It was cruel
Why did they take it then?
to try to hurt you. It is not your fault.
Well, they made a fucking mistake, Mama.
Yes, they did.
I'm gonna make them pay for it and what they did to Roan. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
You didn't deserve to hear like.
I was honored that Roan reached out. We didn't leave on the best terms.
I know you didn't. I'm sorry I was so far.
It's not your fault.
We were gone. We've been gone 24 hours. And here we are.
It's not your fault.
I know where Adri is.
Where is he?
I think he's on the island with the volcano, Mama. On the other side. He's with Moss.
Guess I'll see him soon then.
What do you mean you see him soon, Mama?
Shy.
No.
I have to.
No.
It is my destiny.
You're gonna go. You're not going alone. There is no fucking way, Mama. There's no fucking way I'm letting you go by yourself.
I have to be there for the Cardic Gemini.
Then I'm coming with you.
If you must.
I must, Mama.
I have to destroy Ries. And it may be my only chance.
Well then I'm gonna help you with whatever you need. Adri told me that he and Moss are gonna change. Well, we sent to him, and he says he's with Moss, and Moss said that he couldn't say where he was, and they said that they're gonna change the world. And who knows what Moss has been speaking in his ear. Lies, and maybe the truth, part of it, and he's a fucking charismatic, convincing son of a bitch.
You need to get Adri away from there for the Gemini.
Okay, yeah, anything, yeah. If that is my course, then that is what I'll do, Mama.
He can't be there.
What'll happen to him if he's there, Mama?
I don't know, but I don't want him anywhere near when it occurs.
Well, then I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get somebody else to take him.
You shouldn't be close either.
I don't care, Mama. Look, the people I care about are either traveling with me every day, or they have been pulled to different parts of the world, and they are not close to me, and that's not all right. Mal's been taken. He's in Yorin, or somewhere in Yorinite territory, because the Yornites came to try and take Adri. Because they know that he's important. He was with Fangira Bloodmoon back in Yorin, and she knows of his power. It all comes back to him, Mama. And the same magic you hold.
He's powerful. He's more powerful than he even knows.
Do you think he's got, like, a more concentrated version of your magic?
I don't know. But I suspect. His tie might be even stronger than mine. But he doesn't seem to feel it in the same way.
Doesn't hurt him.
Doesn't seem to be plagued by visions. Else he would have said something.
Right.
He's got all of the power and none of the burden.
That's a dangerous combination.
And he's young.
I know, Mama. I know he is. And he hasn't had you and I around to help him. And we're gonna have to wear that. And that's okay. Or even if it's not, we'll figure it out.
Of course.
You are the most powerful person I know.
Thank you. I just hope I'm strong enough when the time comes.
Well, if you're gonna falter, then I will hold you up.
I've regained a lot of control,
Good, Mama.
and my power has been growing.
Good.
I'm not afraid of standing under the light of the moon anymore.
What does it feel like?
It feels like I'm in the middle of an ocean. But instead of drowning, it's bending to my will.
Do you stand out under it every night?
I do.
If we stay here tonight, can I come with you?
Of course.
I haven't really seen you do magic since I was like 9. It was always my favorite.
I'm learning how to move the tide.
That's really cool, Mama.
It's certainly something.
Are you okay?
I will be
Okay.
when all of this is behind us.
I need you to promise me you're not going to do anything stupid. Or if you're going to do something stupid, you tell me about it first.
I could ask the same of you.
No?
Well, you come by it honestly.
I hold out a pinky to her.
Goes both ways.
Fine. Good. Because now you've promised.
She smiles ever so slightly. Let's get you some breakfast. You look like shit.
Thank you. I feel like shit, Mama.
She takes you downstairs. You see Phyllis comes out, in a fine robe, her hair kind of done up in a top bun.
Is she looking more modern?
A little bit. A little bit more modern. You can
Phyllis
see
got her groove
her hairstyle's a little more modern. You can see her robes are cut in a more modern way than the robes that you met her in.
She's got a cell phone.
She's got a cell phone. It is still on a belt clip.
Yeah.
As she
Changes
comes
part.
down to see all of you. It's good to see all of you.
Good to see you.
Hey.
Hear you've been having some pretty good travels.
Yes, I've spent quite a bit of time traveling around the world as it is now.
Did you make it to Clore at all?
No, I did not make it
Oh my.
far west.
That's right.
I apologize. Is there something I
We've
I
got
may have
business
missed?
there, but that's all right. We're very curious about the Cardic Gemini. And I hear that you're the person to talk to about that.
What have you learned?
Yes. Well, I have been studying what I can. There is shockingly little written about it. In fact, there's shockingly little written about my time and my civilization. What I was able to glean, I was able to find myself in a very ancient library in the Undercity in Dresda. It had been the site of an archaeological dig. And through meeting various folks, I was able to get a personal tour of this library that they had unearthed some time ago. A man named Eliban had commissioned the dig.
He's not good, Feliz.
Yes, from what I've gleaned, he's quite a powerful wizard in his own right.
He's trained Moss. And Hidira.
What did you learn in the library?
They made copies of some of the scripts and parchment that he took for his own personal collection, unbeknownst to him. A lot of it had to do with my civilization and Tyrax and the goals of Tyrax, and it had the stories that we were taught as children about the Age of Ash and the death of Rythax. We had always seen them as fairy tales as children, but it seems as though they were rooted in some kind of truth. But it appears that the Cardic Gemini, there have been times in the past when Riez has moved close to Terrace, and there have been times when it has nearly aligned with a deep reservoir of magic in the ley lines of the world. And the last time that happened was when Tyrax came to power. It was a near perfect alignment, but not quite. It seems as though there were scholars after everything that happened. My civilization was wiped out. There were those who were studying what happened and the charts of the sky. There was one scholar in particular who took great interest in tracking the movements of the celestial bodies. And he predicted that the Cardic Gemini, there would be a perfect alignment between Terrace and Riez sometime this summer.
Okay.
What was the scholar's name?
There was no name.
Not signed.
It had been lost.
Is there any way to stop it?
My mom and I would have fully joined at this point.
I don't know. I will say this, though. It seems as though the ley lines were drained of their reservoir after our fight with Tyrax and what became of Wraithmore, or what you call Wraithmore. It seems like whatever reservoir was there was burned up, and it has taken this long for that reservoir to fill again. Now there is conjecture over the years of how the ley lines can be drained or tapped into. It seems like some research had been done into tapping into them, harnessing the power. But I believe that It will take some cataclysmic event to drain the ley lines of the world. Or one would need to interfere with the trajectory of Riaz itself, which I don't even know is possible.
So
It seems
bleed the
absurd.
world or knock the moon out of alignment.
I suppose.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too hard, hey?
Did you hear anything in your travels about Decius Moss at all?
I heard some word of him. I reached out a couple of times. We met once. He wanted to know about when I was from and what I knew about the ley lines. He was particularly curious about Tyrax and what their plan was. Tyrax had hoped to use the power of the ley lines and Riaz to bring about the rebirth of Rythax. But he wasn't able to do it. I'm not even sure what exactly the process would be. I imagine it was a pretty closely kept secret within his family, what the ritual would be.
Would that be something that you think the Dragonborn in Dathia know of?
If they've handed down that secret through the generations, if their aims are the same, I assume it's possible. Stories can last a long time.
Above board, Tim, the worship of Rythax is outlawed in Dathia, isn't it?
Yeah, it was not something, like, it was a surprise when you found out. It was not something outwardly done.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything that we can do to help you in your studies? Is there any gizmo that if we find it along the way can unlock? I don't know.
The moon.
Yeah, can anything that unlocks the moon?
I don't know if there's anything that can unlock the moon,
Damn.
but I have given it a great deal of thought. Moss also asked me. He asked me about how we structured our society. He asked me why we kept magic away from some and kept it only for the few. I didn't have a good answer. And then he asked me something. He said to me, if I had a magic wand and I could flick my wrist and give everyone the gifts that I have, that they could experience magic the way I experience it, could do the things I could do, would I do it?
I think I know what Moss is trying to do.
And I said no.
How do you react?
He just said, that's a shame. You would keep those in the dark
Shy.
when you could bring them into the light.
I think I know what he's going to try and do. You said that the last time there was a near perfect Cardic Gemini, there was some form of cataclysmic event, drained the ley lines of magic. When he was talking about a wand, the flick of his wrist, I don't think he was being facetious. I think he's gonna try and pull all the magic out of the ley lines using Greyfire and give it to the world,
I see.
for better or for worse.
What would that do?
Would that stop the cataclysm? If we were able to disseminate the fucking blood magic throughout every living person on the planet?
I suppose it's possible if he had a way to disperse it across Terrace evenly. I guess it's possible. I don't know what that would do to folks. I don't know what kind of effect it would have.
What happens, I just want to be really clear, if the Cardiac Gemini happens, all the blood is in the planet, the moon is tidally locked, what does that mean?
I'd look to my mom.
It would destroy the world.
Okay, so we want to avoid that.
The magic in the ley lines. It would tear apart the earth and the oceans.
Okay.
It would completely reshape every continent. And it might bring the return of Rythax. I don't know.
Well then, maybe it's time we work for Moss again.
I'd look to my mom. What do you think, Mama?
I don't know.
You said you wanted to destroy it.
If I had things my way, I would destroy Riez. As it should have been done thousands and thousands of years ago, and rid the world of this thing hanging over all of our heads. This danger that could be used in so many different ways.
If it's like a basin of magic. Sounds like we're talking about your aims, Mama, are to destroy the basin. And Moss's aims would be to drain the basin and disperse it before the basin overflows and drowns everything.
I plan on acting as a conduit.
Mama.
To take all of that reservoir and shoot it right through the heart.
In the Bloodwood.
Wherever I need to be.
Do you think that's what Moss is going to do with Adri?
I don't know. I think he's likely found a way to use Adri to disperse that magic across the world. I don't know.
But I think we have to pay Moss a visit.
Yeah.
Either to take Adri back or to find out exactly what his motives are. We have to understand a bit more what he's trying to accomplish. Obviously, it is to give everyone magic, but how he goes about that, what sort of risk that poses to Adri, I feel like that is an important step.
Uh-huh.
Stakes feel so big, it's kind of hard to hold it all in my head.
I know, I'm looking at our list, and world ending seems to sort of supersede a lot of the things on here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the things about world ending are tied in that list.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see us having time to go save Casuera when we've got Cardiac Gemini to deal with.
What have they done to the people in Keshuera? They said it was sea dragonborn, so I'm assuming they're underwater, so
I think they've just got them held as prisoners. I think they're hoping you go back. I think they'd love nothing more if you go back.
Have we had word from anybody there?
No.
Just when you heard from Rome, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
What if we don't have to destroy Rias?
How'd you mean?
Go on.
Wait. Let him cook.
I've been thinking when we were in the Feywild, my connection with Van Dyne felt much stronger than it has in a long time. I see Van Dyne here, but I don't feel her the same way I do in the Feywild. What if we don't have to destroy Rias? What if we just shift it to a different plane?
That's interesting.
The connection would still be there, and I feel, as terrible as the ley lines are, I feel that they are important. The way the tides of magic work is crucial to how our world functions.
Yeah.
But if it was there but further, on a different plane, if we could shift it, then we might be able to prevent this from happening.
Can you shift the moon into?
I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest. I hadn't thought of that.
We can shift the moon.
We can shift a creature.
We can shift
I
a
think it's
creature.
an
We can
interesting
shift-
idea.
Can you banish a moon?
We can banish a moon.
Yeah, but then it'll come back unless we have a way.
I think what you would need to do is find a way to amplify your magic, if that's what you plan on doing. And I would say that you probably won't find a better time to do that than the Cardic Gemini.
Well, fuck.
What do you think?
Hmm?
I'd look at my mom.
Yeah.
She's been hell bent on I'm gonna destroy the moon. Like I'm gonna destroy this magic, and the implication of this is asking her to not do that, to shift her focus, with the potential that she will still feel the detriments of the moon, just maybe a little bit less because it's in a different plane. And I am like watching her to see what her reaction is.
You see, you can tell she's conflicted. Make an insight check.
Can I have advantage? 'Cause
Yeah,
she's
Esper
my
will
mom?
help you. Yeah.
Oh,
And
bruv.
you, yeah.
That's your
my
It's
mum.
your mom. Yeah.
That's your mum, bruv.
My mom.
That's
Indeed,
what the
your mum,
inspiration
bro.
is. It's not because you know her, it's because Esper reminds you. She mansplains.
He mansplains that it's my mom. That's nice.
That's your mum.
I don't know if you know, but that's your mom.
16.
You can tell she's conflicted. You can tell that she has spent so much time psyching herself up
Yeah.
in the belief that she was going to destroy the moon.
Mm.
And now presented with another option that, on its face, is just as reasonable as anyone else's.
It's just as reasonable as destroying the moon.
Absolutely.
We
She hears it, but she's having a hard. She's not there yet.
Yeah.
But she does hear it. She's not angry or anything.
Yeah.
She's just. You can see she's conflicted.
I am.
Would Shai have shared the memory that she got from the goo?
Nobody asked me about it yet.
Yeah, I mean, we always have sort of in the past just sort of assumed that we've shared the memories.
I think it was because there was such that, like, Shai touched the goo, and Miri asked, was it worth it? And Shai didn't even respond.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we've talked about anything that we saw from that goo experience.
We talked about mine.
We
That's
talked
right.
about
We talked about
mine.
Miri's because it was.
Because
And we talked about yours because
That's how I figured out how to get to the whaler tree.
and we didn't talk about Mark's.
Who's?
Mark's?
Mark?
Mark?
Bro?
Bro?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Letters?
We didn't talk about marks and we didn't talk about
Mark's
S's.
wasn't so much a memory.
Yeah.
Um,
So no, Shy wouldn't have said yet.
okay.
Something I do have to talk to my mom about.
What's
I would.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I would have seeing her confliction and just kind of be able to parse that. I think I would just like put a hand on her, like hand or a body part that was close by, and like just to
She
pluck it.
leans into the touch a bit.
Hey, Thistle.
Yes.
You're pretty tight with Van Dyne.
Yeah.
Can she take Riaz in a fight?
I don't know. Probably.
Going right back to fucking.
My girlfriend could kick your girlfriend's ass.
I'm just saying,
I mean,
if we just need to get a moon out of alignment, we could put it in a different place, or we could
Technically,
Could
Riaz
we
isn't even a real moon.
coach your moon
that's
in,
interesting.
like Shy was coached
Yes.
a long time
And
ago,
I know how to coach fighting now from that one memory.
into fighting Riaz, knock it off its axis, still in the old orbit.
Yeah.
Do you think she could take it? This is only half a joke. I'm saying this out loud and I really like it.
I
But
think.
no, building from that, it's like what you were saying is that this is going to be a perfect alignment to do anything. We first have to get the moon out of alignment. If we're going to want to push this thing, if we're going to want to push it into a different plan, I don't fucking know how magic
I
works.
think you might have to wait until it's in perfect alignment.
So,
What do you mean?
I think that that's the time it's.
The power's going to be the most amplified.
Yeah.
okay, so let's say we make like 3 plans of how we can use magic in different ways to stop the moon from being there anymore. We figure out how we can amplify our magic in order to do that, and then we fuck it, we ball.
Or we coach Van Dyne into picking the greatest fight the world has ever seen.
Yes,
Moon to moon.
talking about this
Is that-
and wondering about this, and you asking that question. It makes me wonder if something like this has been done before to Van Dyne.
You think she was on the material plane and then got shunted over?
Well, Van Dyne is. I would know the roles of the moons, right? Yeah.
Tides of time.
Van Dyne is controls the tides of time. And it's strange that she's here but not fully here.
That's why but she's in the Feywild.
She's in the Feywild,
which is
and
why
time
Feywild
flows
is so
differently.
time different.
But it could be. It's just a hypothesis. But it makes me wonder whether or not she was always like that, or whether something shifted her.
So in a very basic, I'm not a magic user, I don't understand, but
Yeah,
what
me
I'm
neither.
hearing,
I'm a magic user and I don't understand.
okay,
I understand fully.
You are Dunning-Kruger personified.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably an expert at this.
Who?
So-
Who?
is this Yanis asking? Or?
Yeah, Yanis.
Chatwater.
Showrunner.
So
That was the little blue guy who's playing keys in the cantina.
Oh, the Jizz Master.
Yeah, with the trunk.
So- we have to wait until the moon, till Riaz gets in perfect alignment, because that will be the time where the magic is at its highest and most potent. When that opportunity hits, before Moss and Adri do whatever the fuck that they're planning to do, and before the world implodes or explodes because of that magic, we have to shunt. That is when that happens. That's when you hit. You have to wait for the opening. That I understand. You have to wait till something is exposed enough, and then you hit it where it hurts. Anytime someone reaches up over, you go in for the kidney. I understand that.
I'm gonna take a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
And Thistle would sort of wander up to the top of the temple, as high up as I can go. And it's still early morning.
Yeah.
Do I see Van Dyne?
No, there's no moons out.
Okay. Sit and cross my legs, and I would cast divination, reaching out to Van Dyne.
All right.
Call your girlfriend.
I don't need to make a roll for that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Good.
No.
It's not my fault.
Love that song.
Such a good
It's
song.
a good song.
I'm sorry it took me so long to notice that you were further here. I feel like that should have been something I should have picked up on right away. What happened to make it like that?
You see, coming over the dunes, a small moth. Almost ethereal. As you see it land next to you, kind of unfurl. As Van Dyne sits next to you. She leans her head on your shoulder. You can see she's almost transparent.
What does she look like?
You can see she has long, silvery hair, a simple silver robe, delicate features. She puts a hand on your leg. You can see the soft kind of wrinkles, the edges of her face. When the Trigon was destroyed and the cataclysm at Wraithmore, I bore witness to all of it. The final moments. There was a pressure that ripped through the plains, and I felt part of myself be sucked through. It almost felt like I was split, and only a shell of myself left here. All the rest of my heart landed in the Feywild. And I've been trying to find my footing ever since. I've been off balance. There was a time when I felt like I had almost gotten back to my old self. And then Igianza arrived. And there was another ripple through the world. The very fabric that set me wobbling again. Saw you. It was as if I was able to plant one foot on the ground.
Why does he not want you to have a foot planted on the ground?
He wants all of me to himself. He has concocted some version of me that he believes belongs to him. I believe he is been displaced himself. And he is trying to find his own footing and has latched onto me like an anchor. I think his perceived love for me is the only thing that keeps him sane. And the only thing I can do is try to keep him at bay. He knows, he believes that I have to come willingly. And so he is trying to do everything he can to break my will.
We are gonna have to do to Riaz what was done to you. Do you know Riaz?
Riaz isn't like Estra or myself. It is only malice and anger and hate. Potent. I know that somewhere in there is a devotion of a kind, but it has been drowned.
If we are able to succeed, is there somewhere that you would suggest we send it? I wouldn't want to send that kind of hatred and vengeance to the Feywild.
Find somewhere where destruction and anger are the norm. And maybe it will find some peace.
I feel like our time is coming to an end.
You can see she's almost completely
But
disappeared.
I have one more quick question before you go.
Of course.
What's the deal with Estra? There's got to be something. It can't just be a normal moon.
She controls the tide.
There's got to be more than that, though. It's just the ocean.
Grabs your face and she kisses you as she slowly fades away.
Figure out eventually.
It's kind of a soft laugh.
Cryptic. Controls the tides. What could that mean?
What are they hiding?
Tides of what?
Don't understand.
Time? Magic?
Water? It's too simple. It's too simple.
As you
Wait,
sit
water
there,
spelled backwards. Retar.
as you sit there, you,
Tread lightly.
You move backward. 2 hands on the wheel.
you look out over the desert as you can see and you feel a kind of wind kick up. As you see the kind of dust flying off the dunes. And you can see just on the horizon there is a sandstorm blowing through. Seems to be going somewhat towards Philenis. And as it travels, you can see cracks of lightning moving through the sandstorm. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Jeez.
I have thoughts for Chatwater.
Thoughts and feelings.
Deep thoughts, many thoughts. Holy bananas.
No feelings, though.
No
What
feelings.
an episode. That episode had
Much lore.
so much lore. Had everything. Holy bananas. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I realized that we were so excited that we didn't do this.
Oh my
at the break.
gosh.
but I'm remembering it now. So thank you so much to all of you who put butternut in the chat at the break. This is a reminder to future me to make sure that this giveaway is done. It will be done in the chat. I can't control it now because I'm past me. So I will have.
Fucking we're in the Feywild right now.
We're in the Feywild right now.
Hey, baby.
I will have picked. We will have picked a winner based on random allocation, and you can, if you have not yet, you can whisper to me in our messages here on Twitch, and we will get this sent your way. A huge thank you again to our dear friend Jessie for bringing these by. We have giveaways for the next 2 weeks.
best.
Holy bananas! If you want to come see more of the amazing things that Jessie makes, come join us on our Discord. Our Discord is where you can type in Discord in the chat. Come hang out with us across all of the socials. We're BlackwaterDnD everywhere. If this is your first time with us tonight, holy crap, it's nice to have you. We are going to go raid somebody really awesome. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Chatwater. Chatwater is the show that we do after the show. We're going to go jump into that right now. And if you want to know more about Chatwater, come head on over to our Patreon. Exclamation point Patreon in the chat.
Welcome to Chatwater.
Chatwater. All of that stuff. So put your thumbs up, babies. If you find yourself
In times of trouble.
needing somewhere to go and not knowing how to get there, brace yourself. Step in and touch the good.